Off the postseason with a great performance.
Gwynn and Chris are ready to go.
First pitch swinging, Freddie Fermin towards the left field corner. That is gone. A home run. Fermin put it right over the 339 marker down the left field line. A 2-run shot. Oh, and just like that, the Padres lead it now 4-1.
And the wins keep stacking. This time at Oracle Park, the Giants fall victim to the Ferminator. Pulled down that left field line.
You fell victim to the Ferminator, too. He hit it so quick, you didn't even get in there.
No, I didn't. Nonetheless, Padres take game 1 of the 3-game set. Welcome in to Gwynn and Chris, Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Skraby, and we're with you again for the long haul, mostly 5:30. Let me get this right today. 5:45. Is that correct?
We are done at 5:40 today. Sorry, I was doing the math.
5:40.
The game starts, for whatever reason, the Giants start the games at 6:45, and then they also start their day games at 12:45. They love the 45.
Well, either way, Padres get a nice victory yesterday. Chris, what were your thoughts on the game last night?
A few. First of all, I'd like to meet the idiot who said that the Padres traded away way too much to get Felix Fermin. I believe I was that idiot.
Felix Fermin
or Freddie Fermin.
Oh, is that his real name, Felix?
No, I just there must be a Felix Fermin somewhere in my life.
It's very much like the chimney, you know.
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Just came out that way. I don't think that's
at least white smoke comes out the chimney.
At least it wasn't a swear word.
That is true.
I'm getting better. Freddie Fermin has been, all that obviously, and then some. The home run last night gives him a 933 OPS since joining the Padres.
I definitely thought about you when he hit that homer because I knew you gave that OPS stat.
He's ahead of Laureano. He's 200 points better than Laureano. He's 80 points better than Manny Machado. It's a small sample size, but obviously he's off to a great start, and it seems like the pitchers feel pretty comfortable pitching to him. Obviously though, Tony, it all starts with on the mound, and if Darvish doesn't match Logan Webb for 5 innings like that or 6 innings, it doesn't matter what Freddie Fermin does later in the ball game. And I just, Darvish is such a joy to watch when he's on. And actually Logan Webb's, if he wasn't against your own team, he's pretty fun to watch too. I mean, both of them do a great job moving the ball in and out, up and down, putting something on, taking something off. It's got to be so difficult for anybody ever to get square up the baseball against either of those two guys. So I enjoyed it. Jackson Merrill has a great game to get 3 hits off Logan Webb, including a 2-out hit to break open the scoring. And it just was another team effort. And then once, Fermin hits the home run, it's 4-1. We can all go home.
It's a wrap.
We can all go home. This bullpen is unbelievable. They're not going to give that up. Mason Miller, the 3 guys he faced there in the 8th inning, I felt sorry for that one kid, the rookie, making his, basically making his debut. But I don't think
Welcome
any
to
of
the big leagues.
The first guy swung at a pitch 14 feet outside. They couldn't have hit him with a tennis racket. So it's a wonderful thing right now. And then the Dodgers get beat on top of it, and you're down to one thin game, and it's getting pretty exciting.
A couple of things to kind of piggyback. First with Darv.
Yeah.
It's safe to say he's getting better as he gets as he's getting more innings. And what I found to be encouraging yesterday, and it may have some correlation, it may not, but through the first however many starts, his repertoire had been different. He's still throwing all of the many different pitches, but he wasn't throwing the 4-seam fastball as much. As a matter of fact, that pitch is towards the bottom of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 pitches he has, right? It's 5th on the list. But last night it led the way. He threw the fastball most. And to me, the first thing I thought of is he's starting to feel pretty good now. Because now earlier it was a lot of spin. He'd mix in the sinker. You get the split more now. You're seeing that curveball more. But last night, you saw the fastball. That led the way yesterday. 30% of the pitches he threw was that four-seam fastball. I think that is a good sign moving forward. I think, for all the people complaining about,
they were ready to ship him back to Tohoku High School in Japan. Here, I'm reading this where he went to high school.
Not only that, though, the folks that were complaining about Toddy and his slug and it going down. I mean,
he had 2 big hits last night, a couple doubles.
Yeah.
That was nice. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Leading the way,
getting him going. The thing that I think here's the thing. I think a lot of people
that
forget
lineup
about.
Is long too, man.
Isn't it nice?
It's long.
Well, you can't take a break now. When 8 and 9 come up, you used to be able to go get a sandwich. Now you have to watch. I think people forget about Darvish. This guy has a career 10.5 strikeout per 9 innings ratio. That's one of the top in baseball, not just active pitchers, one of the top in the history of the game. It's in the top 10. I know it is because I've looked it up before. So Darvish, I don't think anybody thinks of him as a strikeout pitcher. It's finesse and in and out. But he still knows how to get you. And he had 6 of them last night and had those guys, confused out there. It was really fun to watch. And, I think we forget, look, he's making his way back. Cortez only pitching his second game really of the season tonight.
Yep.
I know we wanted him to be, 7 innings of shutty last week, and maybe he'll do it tonight, but give him a couple of games to get into the flow. And Michael King too. All 3 guys are just going to get better, and that's just got to be good news.
Basically, that bullpen got a day off yesterday. When you think about it, Darvish went 6. They had to cover. They had to cover 3 innings, and they did it with relative ease. And so, listen, you don't even got to use those 3 guys the following day. You can go to a different set.
How about tonight? You just use. We'll try Motorhone and Adam. See how you like those 2 guys for a couple of innings.
However you need it, they can pretty much give it to you. And when you get a starter that's going to give you those kind of innings, man.
That was good. Because I thought the game was going to be 1-0. The way it was going.
I did too.
That's why I gave Merrill, it's such a big deal to get a 2-out knock there against Logan Webb and put him ahead. And, one of my other favorite guys, Devers, that was a great pitch by Darvish. That ball was sinking down and away. It hit the white line on the outside corner, and he hits it over the left field fence.
Yeah, it wasn't a good pitch, though.
You didn't think it was a good pitch? I thought it was.
It's not a good pitch because that's the ball that he loves.
Okay.
And that's why
was something.
When you look at where Fermin set up, he set up inside. Okay. That ball leaked out over the outer third plate. And if he gets extended,
man, that was impressive, I must say.
In the San Francisco air to the deepest part of the park.
Yeah, I can't imagine hitting a ball the other way like that and having the power to get it out. But
I can't either.
Give him credit for that.
Most of us can.
Am I the only one in this room who can claim they have the power for that? Come on.
Knock it off.
The chat really wants to talk about something.
What did you just say?
Real quick.
You just said that you have the power to hit one out the other way in San Francisco.
Taco off of you, Darvish.
My goodness.
At night.
Real quick.
Yes.
The most important part of all of this is that the Padres have moved within 1 game of the National League West.
I know.
And boy, oh boy, would it be nice to be even going into that series. It would
make it a little more fun this weekend. It would
just set it up to be even more toasty than it's already going to be.
Sweep the Giants, have the Dodgers lose all 3, and then the Padres have the power.
However it needs to happen, I would love for those 2 teams to be even.
Halos are 4-0 against the Dodgers this year. Thank you, Halos, I must say. Last time the Padres were this close to the division lead this late in the season, Tony Gwynn Jr. was on the ball club. 2010. It's been 15 years since we've even been here, let alone having won the division since 2006. So, this is a big deal for me, and I think for this team. Now, the one thing somebody brought this up today, and I don't want to put a fly in the ointment here, but
I'm gonna put the fly in that ointment.
Well, unfortunately, I'm going to. We win the division. Still got to catch either the Phillies or Brewers to get a bye.
Yeah.
You know, I would frustrate me to no end if this is the year we finally beat the Dodgers, win the division, still got to do a wild card. So, but that's that's a little down the road. But
some would tell you that, you don't want the bye. That's what a lot of people would try to tell you.
I've heard it, but I disagree with it.
I do too.
I need something to do over the first 3 games. So.
Yeah, I know you do. So you go ahead and watch the other teams play. Watch somebody try to beat the Dodgers in those 3 games. Enjoy that while the Padres don't have to worry about it. But yeah, this team's doing everything right. They're 12-3. It's funny too, Tony. We talked about
15 games over right now.
Yes, we talked about the 14-3 to begin the season, and then 4.5 months they were 6-7 games under 500 for that long, and now you go 12-3, and that's how you have a great season. You just have a couple of great runs like this,
some good streaks.
So
stay about even.
Yeah,
set yourself up real nicely.
Very good.
When we get back, the chat. And everybody I know wants us to talk about the most annoying fan I think I've ever heard in my entire life.
We're gonna have to have a discussion about it for sure. We couldn't give it first segment love, but we can certainly give it some second.
She is the story of last night.
Yes,
I missed it. I guess.
Did you watch the game? Yeah, how did you miss? You could hear it in the Ferminator's home run.
I couldn't. I almost had to turn it off.
In the break, I'm going to find something. Yes,
let's stop. Let's get to it on the other side. More Gwynn and Chris. We're just kicking things off.
You feel that?
Line into right field, a base hit for Merrill. From second base comes Tatis. Machado will be stopped at third. It's an RBI double for Jackson Merrill. His third hit of the night puts the Padres on top 1-0.
I don't know if Chris heard. I looked for many clips to find this woman being very loud, and I did not hear a good clip.
Well,
The masses want to know how you didn't hear it, Chris.
I have the question.
I didn't hear it there.
I asked that too.
I was listeing for it. All right, here's the deal. Gwynn and Chris.
Go!
Is that what she's saying?
Yeah.
Oh.
Woo!
Well, I mean, all right. If it was so obvious, which I'm assuming it was, I mean, you couldn't find a clip
I can't.
Looking
but
everywhere.
If you were watching the game and just watching it, you would hear her the entire game.
You have to find where it's just a pitcher making a pitch, because that's when nothing happening. If it's during like action, she's gonna get drowned out. But most of the time in baseball, as you know,
Right.
Yeah.
there is no action.
Yeah.
And so, man, it was tough.
Well, you guys,
tough.
I think one thing you guys already know is I watch every game with the DVR, fast forwarding. So I'm fast forwarding through all of the times when there's no action.
That's also right.
Secondly, last night I just watched the game a little later than normal, so not wanting to wake up my wife. It's not the sound wasn't down, but it was just very low. So that explains how I didn't hear what everybody heard. But I guess it was quite annoying. You guys are really
people are asking me.
At one point, Mud was even. She must have disappeared at some point, and then Mud was like, "Oh, our fan is back." Boy, she loves the Padres.
She does. She was a Padre fan, but
Yes,
maybe
she was.
one of the most annoying people on earth.
Is that a situation where Dave Marcus during the radio broadcast would pull the crowd mic or turn it off so that you didn't have?
If
we
it
didn't all
became
didn't
a
have to hear it?
distraction, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, especially with the headset on, and when you're in the building.
Yes.
If I could hear it on TV, that means it's probably crazy in the ears of Jesse and Scan
last night. Yeah. Well, Padres, I guess, fortunately gave her a lot to cheer about.
They did.
So they
It's
take
almost
game
to the point where I'm like, don't do anything so she can't cheer.
We got a Michael King bobblehead to give away on the today. It's going to be the giveaway next Wednesday night's game. First 40,000 fans in attendance will get one. But you'll be able to win one here on the program today. So stick around. The Michael King bobblehead presented by Cox, featuring the Padres ace taking his throne on the mound. He's donning a gold cape and crown. And again, the giveaway next Wednesday night. First 40,000 fans, or win one today during the Gwynn and Chris program. For more information, please visit padres.com/giveaways. Tonight, as mentioned, it'll be Nestor Cortez going up against Robbie Ray. Now, Robbie Ray is the Giants' version of Blake Snell. He's really good. He's hard to hit, but he leads the league in walks. So you got that. You're gonna have to be patient. You're probably not gonna get a lot of chances. I mean, but when he makes a mistake, you got to make him pay. Hopefully for a couple of walks tonight. I honestly think the Padres are so confident right now. They're not really worried about anybody other than themselves. Just going out and playing good ball tonight, and finding another way to win another ball game. You beat Logan Webb, you got to feel like you can beat Robbie Ray, because Logan Webb's always murder on the Padres.
Yeah, I mean, really, he was good last night.
He was.
He made one couple mistakes, and one turned into a 3-run shot. And so, yeah, man, the Pods they're playing good baseball right now. They're doing a lot of good things, and now they're starting to stack wins against good pitching. I mean, we saw them take 2 or 3 from Philly's elite pitching staff. They get this one here against Webb. And so, the guys they took 2 or 3 from Boston we had to face some of their good pitching as well.
Yeah, Bayo's been a really good pitcher all year. They handled him rather easily on Sunday. And look, Fernando 2 doubles. I think that was kind of the quiet thing that you had to like about the game last night. Hitting the ball with some authority. And look, I was really happy for Gavin Sheets. He started the go-ahead rally with a double into the corner.
Did you peep?
And that was big because he hasn't been playing, man. To come out there and come up with a big hit like that, I was really happy for him.
Did you peep the first person, one of the first people Mike Schilt mentioned after the game was?
I didn't.
It was indeed
good.
Gavin Sheets.
Yeah.
And listen, that's not by accident. I think he recognizes Gavin's been sitting over there not
easy.
playing.
Not
Yet,
easy.
when he got his opportunity in a big spot, he got, as you said, he got that rally started with the
Yeah,
double.
there was 2 strikes, good fastball in the inside corner. He turned on it, yanked it down into the corner, and next thing to know, the Padres had the lead. And for me, just jumped on that first one. I don't know if Logan Webb let up for a half a second after giving up the lead, but I'm just going to give Fermin the credit. I mean, this guy is, getting the job done and then some. 933 OPS since coming here. That's your number 9 hitter now. Remember the number 9 hitter? You could have added up the 7, 8, 9 guys and not gotten to 933.
Yeah. No, I mean, again, you were talking about Darvish's homer that he gave up to Devers. Same thing for me. They didn't want that sinker to leak back over the inner part of the plate. And it did. And Fermin was waiting on it. I mean, just a bullet out to left field.
What would you do against Mason Miller, Tony? My goodness. I mean, this breaking ball that he has, that's not fair. He shouldn't even be allowed to throw that.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Man, he is
100. First of all,
I mean, the only hit he's given up all year was one at 104-mile-per-hour pitch. So other than that,
which was impressive as hell, by the way,
wasn't it? We talked about it. I said that was the most impressive thing in that game. Never mind anything else that happened. The guy hit a home run on a 104-mile-per-hour pitch.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Here's the other thing, though. The following day, he faced him and got all sliders.
Yes, he did.
But to answer your question, I don't know what you do with Mason, man. He's throwing that hard. He got a good slider. That's all you need, man. You know, when you throw that hard and you got a breaking ball like that, you literally need nothing else.
Poor other team. They got to dial it down when Suarez comes into the 9th inning. Try to hit that slow stuff.
I actually asked Mason Miller a really dumb question when I went to interview him in the clubhouse about that. I said, "Oh, you're coming in. You're the hardest thrower on the team. You think these guys are going to try to reach what you could reach?" And I felt immediately stupid.
What did he say?
Oh, he gave me a great answer. He said, "No, I'm just here to help my team. No one needs to throw as fast as I do. Everybody's got their own type of thing." But I conveniently cut that out of the interview.
Yeah, then you just told on yourself. You didn't have to let anybody know that you.
Days later, when it's all gone and done and said, I can talk about it. But Dave Marcus says that he does not like this lady behind home plate whatsoever. And I found a clip for Chris because people are. Is the word apoplectic that Chris has no idea what we're talking about?
Sorry.
Okay, here she is, Chris. Look at his face.
Our fan is back.
Our fan is back.
That's her.
She loves the Padres.
The entire game.
It was exactly like that, Chris.
Thank goodness for
you did yourself the ultimate favor by having the sound down.
You'd be better off just having somebody come into your living room and scratch their nails over a chalkboard.
Wow.
Look, Ben and Woods are trying to find this lady to get her on the air. I hope if they do get her on the air, they are not that nice to her. I mean, bring her on. Thanks for coming. But by the way, you're annoying everyone in the entire city.
She has no idea.
Well, that's what I mean. Somebody's got to tell her. She thinks she's being a great fan.
Dave Marcus would like to explain if you guys want to. He's standing by.
Oh,
good.
Dave Marcus.
Let's have him on.
Dave, how loud is that in our headset?
Let me take you behind the curtain real quick on some technical stuff. So each ballpark, we get a feed of a microphone that's near home plate called the bat crack mic, we call it, so you hear the crack of the bat, the umpire, the glove. And every ballpark is different places. Some places it's up high where it's not going to hear a fan like that yelling or like she's talking sitting next to you in the booth. In some places it's far away, but that one, I mean, God bless her, she's a great Padre fan, she's very enthusiastic. And as the game was going on, my friend Darren, Tony in the Giants booth, right? He's like, "You hearing this lady?" I go, "Yeah." I'm like, "I think she's a Padre fan." He's a Giant fan. This happens a lot in this ballpark where the mics are placed here. We have no control over that. And so he usually hears Giants fans. This time as a Padre fan was doing it. She got really good seed dives, right? First row behind home plate there.
Ugh.
And so, yeah, we could obviously hear, we're all talking back and forth about how to get, should we text security? But no, she's a Padre fan. I'm not going to text security, a Padre fan, right? But eventually, you guys probably saw the security video of the security guard go and talk to her. It wasn't just us.
Somebody did actually go talk to her.
For sure.
Yeah, Nasha went and talked to her very nicely. Did say, hey, are you okay? You're kind of being loud, but, feel free to cheer. But obviously the fans around her, too, are being kind of distracted by her enthusiasm. But so what I tried to do, though, was I tried to bring up another mic I have called a crowd mic, we call it, which is kind of upstairs between each pitch, kind of drown her out as the pitch is coming in and kind of move them back and forth, kind of mixing, we call it in the business.
This is where Dave is doing some mixing, huh?
A little magic
I
going.
appreciate it, Dave. I can't really hear her on the radio call, but on the TV call, you can hear
will
her.
say, Dave, you did a good job on that because we tried to play a radio call and it really didn't highlight.
Didn't show up as much.
It didn't highlight it, so you did a good job, man.
Well, we got to find whoever gave her the tickets behind home plate and tell them absolutely not to do that again.
Here's the thing. Is she in the wrong?
Yes, she's
to
annoying
me, yes,
everybody.
because I don't like when people cheer annoyingly.
Well, you have to,
She's not in the wrong for cheering.
No, she's not. But when you got to have a little bit of
etiquette,
a feel for the people around you, let alone the television audience, which I doubt she was aware of.
Right.
But you should be aware of the fans sitting around you.
She can't possibly think that is like a soothing, yell. It's not really one of those. Let's all jump in and do it together type.
No,
it's
like, who is that?
Exactly. My man said, "Are you okay?"
So, Dave, you could just turn down the field mic next time.
Well, if I do that, then we lose kind of the ambience and the back crack, and it just sounds kind of like we're in a room.
It'll sound
by
like
ourselves.
we're at the Marlins place,
right?
With no one there,
where there's an echo every time you speak.
Thank you, Dave.
There are times I have to decide whether to eliminate that entirely about trying to mix it out of the play each pitch, and so TV may not be able to do that as well as I did, but we all do the best we can.
You, Dave Marcus,
not here tonight.
doing some magic. Hopefully,
Thank you, Dave.
Well, so it's interesting. I mean, she was so bad that they actually went and talked to her.
I mean, there's a video of the guy going over
of the
usher going over to her and talking to her. I mean, we had a sports court last week, Tony, and I know we need to get the break.
No, this is an easy one. I mean, throw her out of the stadium. That's the
answer. She's just cheering. Last week, Tony, there was a sports court about a guy who's met a new girl, and when she's at the Padres games, she always goes, "Jake Cronenworth, whoa!" And he wants to stop it.
Jake Cronenworth wants to stop
no,
it?
No. The guy wants to stop it, but she does this for every player. You can't just stop her from cheering.
Yes, you can.
She's not doing anything wrong. She didn't say any swear words.
When you're annoying the people around you, you're disturbing the people. Yeah, that's doing something wrong.
It's like
flat out.
I mean, she's doing it sober, but it's no different than a drunk dude just being obnoxious around everybody too.
That is true, but drunk people usually have interesting things they want to talk about while they're drunk and swear words.
This is an interesting way of cheering.
It is interesting. Whoa!
All right, stop it.
Chris can't handle it.
I'm going to take a break and recover from that. More Gwynn and Chris coming up as we roll on. Daily Gambit is ahead, but we also have a Fantabulous sports game show. Later in the program, too, Michael McDowell, the 2021 Daytona 500 champion, will be on the show to talk about the NASCAR race. We're a ways off, but I'm excited about this race coming next year. He'll be joining us later, so stick around. More Gwynn and Chris ahead.
Clock, Tony Gwynn Jr., Chris Ello, Matt Skraby.
Adam Klug came in there and started yelling at us during the break. And
well, he pitched a new idea for a segment where we do our show, and he sits
just
in the
stands
corner.
back here and cheers. And I told Skraby, I go, he's just cheering us. I don't understand how you're like even remotely on this lady's side.
Apparently, it's a discussion on our chat. There.
Yeah, Sarah is unhappy because she likes to cheer.
Cheering
I don't
is
think cheering is being.
Whoa, we're not stopping cheering. I want you to root for your team. You can't annoy the people around you. You have to figure out what level is annoying and then stop short of that.
Right.
I mean, it's
get right up to the line and then just stop there.
Short of that.
Someone on the chat, too many old heads in baseball. That's why we're losing the younger generation. Let people cheer how they want to cheer.
No.
That's where I'm going with, because you guys have told me in the past.
Nope.
You got to let people fan how they want to fan. You got to let people cheer how they want to cheer.
I haven't told
Not
you that.
that interrupts your enjoyment of what you paid for too. Like that all has to be considered. You can cheer. Nobody's stopping you from cheering.
I brought up the example.
I don't even think this is an old head, young head thing, because I don't think the lady was a young head.
I don't know her age, but she didn't look like she was in her 20s.
This isn't I don't believe this is a generational thing. I mean, young people can annoy the daylights out of other young people. Same way old people can annoy old people. I brought up the example, if you're at a concert and somebody's, singing songs, everyone in the crowd's singing along, if you know the band or whatever. Yeah. But if there's the one person who just is way off key and is singing twice as loud as everybody, people are going to turn around and be like, you're wrecking the concert.
This isn't good.
Sarah makes a good point on the chat. How does one know what annoys you?
Well, what annoys?
Great point, Sarah. Thank you very much.
Let's just keep.
This is so easy.
Were you annoyed watching the game yesterday on TV listening?
I was, yes, but I wasn't at the game.
Whether you're at the game or not, actually, if you're at the game, I bet you it's not as bad, unless you're in that area. I mean, because if you're out in right field, I don't know where she was. She was behind home plate.
She was, third base line behind home plate.
Probably aren't hearing it. Maybe you are. She was pretty loud.
There's a bit of a saying known as learn how to read the room. It's the same thing as learning how to read the crowd around you and understanding when you're going too far. There's no definition of it other than whatever it is you're doing is bothering people. Stop it. And you got to figure out what that is, Sarah. Sorry, I mean Sarah's keeps coming back with her take. I'm gonna come back with my take.
The problem is Skraby's reading for Sarah.
Yeah, I know. So Skraby's loving her support.
That just drives how you answer.
He's loving your support, Sarah, and that's fine. You got to read the room. That's it. You walk into any situation. If you're at a funeral and you're whispering next to somebody and people can overhear you, then you are being too loud and annoying. You just have to kind of find that situation, and everything's different.
This idea that you should just be able to do it what the hell you want to be able to do. Like
yes, that is the younger generation there. I might say
I think that's a bad point of view. Like other people should be considered in that area as she is.
Now, I totally consider everyone. I'm just playing this side because you guys tell me all the time.
Now, granted, she's sitting in there's what, 2 seats in that spot? She's like right behind the wall, and then
she's like 2 rows back, maybe, or even. Let me go look at it again. But
listen, the fact that my man came and said something to her meant that other people were complaining to him. Like if the usher deemed that no one was saying anything, he wouldn't have gone up to her and asked her if she was okay.
The usher was very nice, and
he
was probably more upset that he had to go down there and be the one to talk to her than anything.
I can see that.
This is an Oracle Park problem in the end. They need to figure out that mic. It's always been that way.
Pull it up higher, please.
I like how Dave says back crack mic.
I don't find it to be an Oracle Park problem. I find it to be a lady sitting there not understanding that she's driving everybody crazy. To me, saying it's an Oracle Park problem is like saying somebody buzzing past you and cutting in and out of traffic on a freeway at 100 miles an hour, but the freeway's downhill. So this is a freeway problem.
This is a very extreme example.
you can drive how you want to, but you also are sharing the road with a bunch of other cars.
He's going down the 5 there by the Del Mar racetrack there. He's
coming down. Yes,
sorry,
officer, that's not me. That's the freeway problem there.
No, it's a gravity problem. You should take it up with Isaac Newton then.
Well, I appreciate you trying to take the other side, and that's a fun thing to do sometimes.
I understand why people...
on this one.
Sarah said Chris doesn't even sit through 9 innings. That is true. Chris shouldn't have an opinion on this.
I think that in fair, I understand why people are torn on this, because the things that she's actually saying aren't bad. It's just how she's saying it that's annoying.
It's very ear piercing.
Very ear piercing. I should. I don't know why I didn't think to mute it yesterday. I think because I enjoy listening to Mud or Jesse, whoever it is.
I'm willing to put up with it then, huh?
Now, I do have a last suggestion before we move on. People are saying that they need to get this woman and put her right behind Dave Roberts all weekend long when the Dodgers come to town, so she could yell into Dave Roberts' ear the entire series.
Again, a decent idea, except for the other 100 people in that.
But I think people are willing to let go of everything to heckle Dave Roberts.
Well, certainly, Padres fans don't care about how other Dodger fans are feeling about this lady yelling in their section. There's no holds barred when it comes to Dodgers and LA folks.
I know we're not going to be able to get a hold of Michael Jordan, but I would love to hear what he says about this topic, and here's why. The Washington, I think they were the Bullets then, Wizards, whenever Jordan played, still with the Bulls, of course. They had a fan. The fan was so notorious. You can look him up. His name was Robin Ficker. People knew the guy's name, and he sat 2 rows behind the opposition bench.
Robin Ficker.
I think it was Ficker, but something, Washington Bullets fan. He would just scream nothing out of the, that was over the top, but he would never be quiet the whole game. Now, Jordan, I think, used this to just go out there and score more points, but he was notorious for getting, on the case of opposing stars, so much to the point where people knew who this guy was. Now, I don't know whether the rest of the people around that just made a deal with the devil so that he could do it, or maybe he found a way to do it without upsetting the people around him. But I know Jordan used to talk about it quite often every time they were going in there, like, oh, I got to put up with this guy tonight. So there are people.
I'm reading stories about this guy.
Are you finding his name?
There's one from about Michael Jordan. He said, I brought these huge playing cards, dice, and a bunch of dollar bills. During the game, I'm dealing Jordan a hand and asking him what he wants to bet. And he's turning around and holding up 3 fingers. It was fun. However, the Bullets moved his seats away from the opposition bench. They also put in a rule that you're not allowed to say anything to the teams during timeouts.
Robin Ficker also ran for Congress in the state of Maryland. Apparently.
Is that the same Robin Ficker? I'm looking
That's him. That's him. Yeah, he's a normal looking guy, but he would act like a absolute crazy. There he is. Yeah, that's him. You got a shot.
I'm sorry, you got something wrong with you if that's your way of fun.
Well, I don't know. You didn't think the lady last night had anything wrong with her.
But she's not like going to every single game and doing this.
Well,
she's not bringing props like this guy is. What about the Clippers guy? What was his name?
Whatever the lady did last night, we don't know her name. Robin Ficker has web pages. he was like I said, Wikipedia. There's a Wikipedia page for this guy. So, all right.
Did you guys see the playoff schedule came out?
Well, yes, the World Series schedule, and the big question was, will they be willing to move the World Series up if both championship series are over early, so that teams don't have to wait
forever.
A week, 9 days, whatever, because baseball is truly not meant to be played that way. Guess what won out, Tony? Money. They're not moving the games up at all.
This was never going to happen.
Never going to happen.
Ever.
TV said the World Series will start on October 24th, and that's when it will start.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah.
The 2 NL Division Series will have an extra scheduled off day between games 1 and 2, a format that allows a team to have the same pitchers start game 1 and 4 and 2 and 5 on normal 4 days rest. Last year, AL Division Series had the extra off day. Was not the case in the National League last year.
Again, we can argue about it all we want, but money's going to win. They want as many primetime games at 5 p.m. West Coast, 8 p.m. on the East.
Yep.
They want as many of those games as possible. So if if you're playing baseball the way you should, and there's a game every day, then one game always has to be in the afternoon and one in the evening, and baseball's not going to do it, nor is Fox. And so teams have to adjust and deal with that. My first thought is a bit of an advantage to the Brewers because I think that their starting rotation is going to be, the big thing for them. But
thing as in the thing they
weakness. Lean on.
Yeah.
No, I think they lean on
that.
Yeah. And so their starters get a little extra rest. You want as much rest for Peralta and Wisniewski. But look, I don't care. Nobody's going to remember, right? You got to go out and win when the games are scheduled. So it'll be the same for everybody, right? It's not going to be like Dodgers get it one way and the Padres get it another way. So just go out and win when you have to play. But I agree with you, Tony. It'd be nice if they could do baseball. To me, the game ought to be played as close to how it is during the season as possible, but it doesn't happen that way.
No, it sure doesn't. I don't know.
Do you ever think – let me ask you this on the same kind of idea. One of the reasons that the Super Bowl is, now here we are 50 some odd, 60 Super Bowls almost into it. But one of the reasons that the Super Bowl is what it is, I think, was Pete Rozell's genius idea to have a venue for the Super Bowl way ahead of time. And it didn't work the first couple of years. Nobody cared. The game was in LA. It was in Miami. It didn't matter. But now, the fact that the Super Bowl, we already know where the game is, makes it 10 times bigger because the city can get ready and all of these things.
People can plan for it.
Exactly. Destinations and, businesses. Baseball doesn't have that.
No.
The World Series, we don't know where it's going to be, and we may not know until 3 days before it starts.
What if they did do something like they did years ago with the Texas thing? In 2020, they had all their games there. What if there was a destination stadium? But
that's what I'm bringing this up. Yeah, what if baseball went around and changed the site of the World Series every year? Would anybody buy it? Would it be any better?
For the same reasons that it wasn't going to happen in terms of this postseason. The same reasons
it's not going to happen.
So just put it this way.
Okay.
Let's say the Padres get to a World Series.
Oh yeah, I'd be. And they were playing in Yankee Stadium all 7 games. I'd go crazy.
Crazy. Well, forget that. Just forget about the money that comes into the city that gets to host.
Yeah, it's part of
a World Series. Like that's a part of the benefit. So forget how players and fans feel. Owners wouldn't want to do that at the end of the day, right? I mean,
what about if Petco Park was in the rotation and we had the World Series every 5 years? Would that be good? Would we get more money in San Diego because of that?
I could see a scenario.
Or would we just not care because it's the Brewers and the Rangers?
I think we would definitely. This is a baseball town. I think we would definitely care.
It's not going to happen. I think it's just something fun to throw out there.
It definitely is.
Baseball's not to the point. I think playing to your ballpark is part of it, whereas football, all the fields are the same dimensions.
Right. As a matter of fact, you'd like it to be in a dome, basically, so you don't have to worry about conditions or anything like that. Although we've talked about it on this show, we wouldn't mind that.
Yeah,
a little snowball.
It's not going to happen. Not going to do it.
Yeah, turn your mic on there, Blair.
It's an idea to have some fun with, but
are we going to talk about this Oklahoma quarterback?
Yeah, going right into the Daily Gambit. It's the perfect time for that.
It's kind of a big story today.
It is a huge story today.
Now, is it John Mateer? Yeah. Well, apparently.
He's the quarterback at Oklahoma?
He's the starting quarterback at Oklahoma.
Okay. Used to play for Washington State.
Did someone hack his account and take screenshots, or someone just got in his phone and took screenshots and put it out there?
This story has developed all day. So at first I thought someone photoshopped these. There's no way this kid is that.
Let's say alleged. This is alleged to have happened, right?
Yes, but he came out and said that it was a joke because he would make payments to someone and it would say sports betting. and then you would look and it would have like the date or whatever. But he's saying it's a joke, and then he deleted all of his Venmo history. Like it was an inside joke at the time to his friend, like sports betting. Very strange inside joke. But
what was he supposedly betting on?
You know what? I do not know that. But
it sounds like he's in the clear for now.
Yeah, so the pictures show him paying someone in 2022 with the description of the transaction being, quote, sports gambling, and then sports gambling in parentheses UCLA versus USC. And that was his first year at Washington State.
And this is a joke?
He says it's a joke.
Well, I mean, come on. Like, who plays?
He said, here's a statement. The allegations that I once participated in sports gambling are false. My previous Venmo descriptions did not accurately portray the transactions in question, but were instead inside jokes between me and my friends. I have never bet on sports. Don't never say never. I understand the seriousness of the matter, but recognize that taken out of context.
You obviously don't understand the seriousness of the matter if you were jokingly,
yes,
making it seem like you were betting.
These were sent while he was a Washington State player. So this isn't like he was 13 and making Venmo transfers.
Listen, I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt, but you ask for this, basically. When you start playing around like this in today's day and age, where do we know how his Venmo got put out for everybody to see?
Some Venmo is public.
So he had his account on public too? There's an option on Venmo.
When I make payments on Venmo, I'm always clicking that private button. I don't need people seeing what I'm paying for. And not that it's weird, I'm doing weird stuff, but I want to see people, if I pay my mom or something, I don't want people to see her account.
That's these are the same folks that want you to be able to cheer how you want to cheer when you're at whatever stadium, right? I mean, come on, man. Hit the button. Hit the private button.
Oklahoma says they don't have any reason to investigate, and the NCAA doesn't either.
Well, of course, Oklahoma doesn't have any reason to investigate. What do they want to lose their starting quarterback for? You got to look where everybody's coming from on these things. It's the same statement we always make, Tony. It's going to take down some sports at some point. And I just hope we hold on.
The big one hasn't hit us yet.
Yeah.
We've had some pretty significant ones, but the big one has yet to hit.
Did you guys
That's because they were able to push the Ohtani thing under the carpet, right, Skraby?
I mean, Emmanuel Clase is not going to get a decision for the next 6 months, but Ohtani, and then Ohtani's stealing in Hawaii all of a sudden.
Now you got this man stealing too, huh?
Oh man, this guy. The more I learn about him, he only sees in green, and that's money.
Oh, it's fitting. As Matt said, Daily Gambit up next. More Gwynn and Chris.
The gondola pulls in.
Yeah.
It goes very slow.
Yeah, it slows down for everybody.
Really slow. As we're getting off, over to my left, there's a couple getting in the gondola, going up the mountain. So it's the opposite for them. They're standing there. The gondola comes up. The door opens. You step on. Well, there was a commotion.
Uh-oh.
There was a commotion.
Someone fell.
There was a commotion, and Lori goes, "Hey, there's a commotion."
She said commotion?
I don't think she said that, but we go kind of not hustling, but walking over there quickly. There's a lady who has fallen as she's trying to get into the gondola. She's now got one leg in the gondola.
Oh, no!
The other leg and body trapped underneath the gondola.
90.
No, she's probably in her late 50s. How do I say this best?
Oh, she's heavyset?
She's in the shape of somebody who's in their 70s. You've got to rescue the poor lady. She's trapped under the gondola. Of course, as soon as she falls and there's the commotion, the guy running the station stops the gondola.
Okay, I was going to ask.
Which means everybody on the mountain and 4 miles away has to stop. Everybody has to stop while we try to extricate the lady from the gondola.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Underneath the gondola. She's got one leg on the gondola. The rest of her body is underneath the gondola. And when I arrive to see what's going on, I'm kind of the first or second person there.
You're a first responder?
Pretty much. The guy running the gondola place is busy stopping
traffic,
the ride.
Yeah.
No, he's stopping the ride.
Oh, okay, all right.
So we're kind of first there. Lori's behind me. The lady's on her back. She's looking straight up in the air. And the only description I have is one of utter panic and utter terror combined with total helplessness.
Oh, I thought you were going to say embarrassment.
No, total helplessness. She's not only trapped, but she's not even remotely doing anything to help herself. She's kind of in a panic, and you think something terrible is going to happen, or she does.
Okay.
I go over there. First thing, breathe.
That's what you said?
I told the lady to breathe.
That's good.
I said, you're going to be okay.
That's good.
Just breathe.
That's good.
Try to relax.
That was the perfect thing you could have said.
As I'm stupidly pulling this 250-pound gondola, trying to pull it off of her. Yeah. Okay. Well, you're getting
the gondola is way heavier than 250 pounds.
Yeah, right. 1,000-pound gondola.
So you're trying to like move the gondola.
Move it a little.
Is her leg like? How is she attached to this gondola?
Well, I told you, her one leg's actually on the gondola in the doorway.
Okay.
Then the rest of her body's underneath. What is stuck with her in the gondola is her belly, not her leg.
Oh, no.
That's right. Okay.
No.
So I'm pulling. By the time finally a couple more people pull and we are able to get enough airway to get her to scramble out of there. And then she immediately stepped on the gondola to go take her ride up the mountain. And off she went.
This is.
I felt like I saved her life. I really do. I honestly feel like I almost saved her life.
I kind of will credit you with this.
You know, she was. I think if I didn't tell her to breathe, I think she would have gone into some sort of shock or whatever you do.
No,
she was
you're
going
right.
into
You're
a
right.
panic, Skraby.
You're
She was going into
right.
an absolute panic, and. You know, I had to calming her down, I think, was the number one thing. She wasn't in any real danger, but she wasn't feeling great because she was trapped under the gondola.
But
the
fact that you said her belly was...
Yes, her belly, yeah. I'm telling you, Skrabe, it was a factor. And there was, there's a couple of people pulling on an arm trying to drag her out.
I'm crying.
I know. There's people on the other side with her arm. They're trying to drag her. I'm like lifting the gondola so she can get a little room to get out of there.
You're like, hey, I'm going to take the gondola. It's lighter.
All right. I didn't say that. You did. But it was quite the scene.
I am happy that she's okay, obviously.
She's fine. If she got right on the gondola.
If this was a worse story, I would not be laughing. But she's fine. You did probably help her a lot more than you think you did.
I think so. Because she was able to calm down just a tad. The gondola pulls in.
Yeah.
It goes very slow.
Yeah, it slows down
like
for everybody.
Really slow. As we're getting off, over to my left, there's a couple getting in the gondola.
Okay.
Going up the mountain. So it's the opposite for them. They're standing there. The gondola comes up. The door opens. You step on. Well, there was a commotion.
Uh-oh.
There was a commotion.
Someone fell?
There was a commotion, and Lori goes, hey, there's a commotion.
She said commotion?
I don't think she said that. But we go kind of not hustling, but walking over there quickly. There's a lady who has fallen as she's trying to get into the gondola. She's now got one leg in the gondola.
Oh, no!
The other leg and body trapped underneath the gondola.
90.
No, she's probably... And so it is that we do go into hour number 2. Gwynn and Chris, 3:01. Not yet. 5 seconds. How accurate is that clock? Scrape?
It's the most accurate clock we have in the building. It's synced
In
right
this
to our
building.
board.
In this building.
It's an atomic clock.
Atomic clock.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that good?
Yes. Is that good?
Is that good? Does my phone click over the time at the same time the atomic clock? I have to check that.
Yeah, that would be
mine's is pretty close. I've watched.
Pretty close?
It's pretty close.
Speaking of time clocks, I don't know if I've shared this before we get into the gambit, but this is how crazy I am. Most places, at most kitchens, you have the stove, right? And you have the microwave, and both have a digital clock.
Mm.
Is that the way it is in the Gwynn household?
Yep.
Okay. How about the Skraby household?
Yep.
Okay. Ello household as well. Let me ask you this. In the Gwynn household or the Skraby household, do the two clocks digitally change time at the exact same moment?
No.
They do in the Yellow household.
How in the world do you make that happen?
Do you both stand now?
That's psychopath.
Okay,
right
by
there,
the way, you think I could get Lori to take part in that?
So how are you pulling this off?
I do it by myself. And I do it. I have to do it twice a year because of the time change, daylight savings. Well,
are you going to explain how?
Sure. You set the oven and just set that on its own, and then you start rejiggering the microwave, and you put if the oven says,
does yours have seconds on it?
No. So but I'm going to tell you how you do this, Tony.
You wait for it to.
You got to wait. So let's say the oven is at 12:05. You set the microwave at 12:06, but you don't hit the start button until the oven clicks to 12:06.
Boom.
Boom.
So the faster you can be on the,
you got to be right on it. You're right on it. And then you got them both the same. I can't be the only human being who does this, but I know I'm in the minority for sure. My wife laughs at me every single time. She can't understand why I would take the time to do it, but I do.
What does okay?
No,
So
I can understand why you take the time
because I'm just a wacko.
So I have so many questions.
You do?
I mean, do you ever notice like, oh, they turned at the same time? This is amazing.
Yeah. Do you ever get caught? Like,
do you ever get like,
your clocks, like
gratification from it?
I do.
You know what's funny is if I did that myself, I would be obsessed too with watching him change at the same time.
And here's when I get that gratification. When I go for my walks in the morning, I stand in the kitchen, get ready to go, wait for the clocks to switch, and then I leave on my walk, and I basically am able to time myself without having a watch on.
We need a video.
I come back and I'm like, that was a 43-minute walk today. Yesterday was 41, 46 on a slow day. Something like that.
Joseph says he does the same thing as you.
We have to have a video of Chris standing
just
in the
waiting
kitchen
for the thing to click.
That's
what I do too. Sometimes Tony takes 59 seconds because I don't know when it's going to click. Can click at any moment.
Then what would Chris do in my car? Because I've said this before, but my car clock is, I set it to what my phone says, but for some reason it's slow, and over time it's lost 3 minutes. What would you do, Chris, if I had two different times in the car?
Not much you can do there. You just got to live with that one.
We set our clock 7 minutes fast.
Okay, and you know that.
I know that, but there are plenty of times where I forget that, and it's
so it works for you.
It ends up working.
Okay, it doesn't surprise me that you forget that. What would happen if I did that? Is that I would just subtract 7 all the time, and it'd be a waste of my time.
That's why I
it
set
says
it on
3:12. Oh, it's 3:05.
That's why
what's the point?
I set it on clocks like, I set it on all my clocks. So that way it's just kind of and I stopped thinking about it. It's not something I even think about most days until I'm late somewhere. And it's like,
Joseph, whoever it was Joseph who said he does the same with the clocks.
Yes.
There is medicine that you can take for that, Joseph, and it helps keep your brain moving smoothly.
Doesn't sound like it. You still have to set the clocks.
I'm not so anxious about doing this that I was willing to tell everybody about it. I'm very comfortable in doing it.
Okay. That's fine. I have my own OCDs.
We all have I think we all have our own OCDs to a certain extent. Most not that crazy.
Oh, someone is throwing a wrench into his whole thing.
Why
does Chris not just leave at any time and just note the time? Because regardless, he's not going to know how many seconds have clicked off.
Because if my walk is 41:58 one day and 42:01 the next day, I would actually know that they went to the 42.
This is something new.
My record for my walk, I walk the same course every morning, is 41. Getting it back to the house in 40 is my white whale right now. I want to get there one day.
Like in the house, like to look at the clock.
To the clock. It's not into the door, Tony. It's to the clock. I should say,
That's amazing.
I should say clocks.
Clocks.
Because they're both exactly right on time.
Oh my Lord.
Well, it's coming up that you're gonna have to do this whole clock thing soon.
Yes.
It only takes me like less than a minute to do.
I mean, how long have you been doing this?
As long as I know.
Since
7,
digital
8, at
clocks
least
have
7
been a
years in
thing?
this house.
Oh.
I'll come over to your house and do it free of charge.
Oh, here we have a new bit. Chris can be people's clock setter.
I'll do it for anybody out there. It's really not hard to do. Once you figure it out, you'd have it.
Amazing.
Let's go to the Daily Gambit. That was a hell of a lead in though.
Do you like money?
I think about money a lot.
Do you like money without doing anything?
Winning.
Do you want to make money while watching sports?
I think Washington is immortal luck.
Washington! Woohoo! If you answered yes, this is your segment. Just don't blame us when you lose.
Nothing is ever your fault.
It's your game. Take it.
Gwynn and Chris go through the top bets of the day in The Daily Gambit on 97.3 The Fan.
Daily Gambit is our sports betting segment here on Gwynn and Chris. Please, everybody, gamble responsibly. First, Chris, someone said the clock on Chris's VCR, however, is blinking 12.
Yeah. That I do have. No, I don't even have a VCR anymore. So
okay.
It's not possible.
Elizabeth was with you. So there's more people out there that set the clocks than we thought. Okay. All right. Let's get into the bets that we made last night.
I personally don't understand how you can live with them not set. Like, that's me.
Like when
my mother-in-law's house, they're off by like 6 minutes. I'm like, how do you even walk into the room? I don't get
it. How do you walk in the room?
Yeah.
Padres Giants over under 7 runs. All of us went under. All of us were correct. It was 4-1. So there's 5. Dodgers -1.5 on the run line at the Angels. The Dodgers you guys chose. I chose the Angels. Angels win 7-4. Who had more strikeouts, Logan Webb or you, Darvish? Chris and I said Webb. Tony said Darvish. Darvish had 6. Webb had 3.
Darv.
Who went longer in their game, Evaldi or Crochet? Chris went Evaldi. Tony and I went Crochet. Crochet had a tough day yesterday. He only went 4 innings. Evaldi went 5 innings, so he wins that one. And then you have Kyle Schwarber and Ohtani, who had more hits plus runs plus RBIs. All of us said Schwarber. All of us were correct. You did hit a home run. He had 4 total base, or he had 4, and Ohtani had 3 if you add all those things together.
Right. Well, they both hit home runs, but Schwarber had a 2-run homer. Thus,
Schwarber got his early, too.
He did. Coco Gauff -4.5. Mike Yastrzemski's cousin, Yastrzemska. Didn't happen. It was a walkover.
Yastrzemska couldn't play for whatever reason.
Unfortunate.
Goff moves on.
All
No
right.
bet there.
All right.
We come into today, Chris 4-1, Skraby, Tony 3-2. Padres -1.5 tonight at the Giants. Do the Padres do it again, Scrape?
Yes.
Keep it rolling. -1.5.
Giants to lose by 1.
I'll take the Giants tonight. I want, Cortez, Ray. I think advantage Ray there, so I keep it a close 1-run game. Tony? Going Pods by 2?
No, I'm going to say Pods by 1.
So Giants as well. Dodgers, Angels, 10 runs over under tonight. Last night, I think it ended up 8-4, maybe 7-4 over. The Dodgers have not gotten the pitching, and their bullpen is not good. Just good news for the Padres. Tony, 10 runs, Angels, Dodgers, total.
Who's throwing?
2 of the lesser lights. Sheehan for the Dodgers and somebody I don't know for the Angels. Mendoza or something like this.
Let's go, over.
Over, Scrape?
Over.
Wow. We're all agreeing so far. Milwaukee Brewers, 10 in a row. 1.5 over the Pirates. The only reason I put this one in, Paul Skeens is pitching for the Pirates. Do you believe in Skeens tonight, Tony? Against the mighty Brew Crew.
I do believe in Skeens.
Taking the Pirates.
Whoa.
He doesn't know now.
Because, the Pirates could still throw up 0 as he's dealing. So
right. He could lose 2-0.
He could lose 1-0 for real. I'm going to take the Brewers, actually.
Brewers for 11 in a row. Scrape?
Brewers are just playing so well right now.
Yes, they are.
I'll take them.
Brewers, all right, I'll go with Skeens. Problem is Skeens will leave with the lead, and then the bullpen will blow it. Peralta's pitching. Freddie Peralta is really good pitching for Milwaukee. He's -1 strikeouts versus Skeens, believe it or not.
What?
Yeah. I think the thinking is that Peralta will pitch longer in the game. I'll take Skeens, though, +1 in the strikeouts. Tony. Peralta -1.
Give me Skeens.
Skeens.
I got to go Skeens, too.
All of us go Skeens. Ohtani, 2.5 total bases tonight against the Angels. Needs a double and a single, or he needs a triple, he needs a homer, something like that. Skraby.
I think he's too worried about this lawsuit, so I'm going to go under.
You're still baking on those type of things, huh? The whole gambling thing didn't seem to bother him very much at all.
Something has to bother
I don't believe that anything's ever going to happen, but the day something does happen to Ohtani, Tony, you and I better watch it.
Yeah, I know.
Because
I knew it!
It's going to be annoying.
I've been saying this for 30 years!
That's exactly what he's going to say.
I'll say over. 2.5 total bases. Tony.
Over.
Kelsey Plum playing for the Sparks tonight against New York. -1 points against Paige Beckers, who's playing Dallas at Indiana. So different games, but total points. Tony. Plum -1, Beckers.
Give me Chelsea.
Kelsey.
Excuse me. Give me Kelsey.
Kelsey. All right, Scrape.
She's kind of facing a little bit of backlash for the other night. She tripped someone.
Hard foul for sure. Yeah.
She plays hard.
It wasn't a great look.
She tripped the person.
She did.
She put her leg out because she got beat.
Nice. It's not the first time it's ever happened.
No, it's not. And you know what? They're making too big of a
They
deal about this now.
All of it.
Please let them play basketball and appreciate some of their
Let
basketball.
them play, please.
I'll go Paige Beckers.
Beckers.
I'm going to go Hooper too, though.
Yeah,
I'm going to say Beckers. She's been really good, even though her team is really bad. One more, tennis. Brandon Nakashima, who I believe is a Southern California guy. And Skraby said he likes our show. I don't know what that means. He's playing Alexander Zverev, one of the top players. Zverev's favored by 2.5 games. That's in Cincinnati. I'll take Nakashima because he supposedly likes our show.
He likes our show, Skraby? Is that what happened?
What happened?
Remember we tried to get him. We tried to get Fritz on the show. Somebody said get Nakashima on the show because he's from San Diego and he likes you guys.
I don't remember that last part, but I do remember someone saying Nakashima for sure.
Either way, Skraby's got neither of them. Just want to point that out. Tony?
He walked right into that, buddy. Give me Nakashima.
Nakashima.
Says he likes our show.
Because he likes our show, apparently.
I'm going to go Nakashima, too, because he loves our show.
There you go. All right, there's our picks. More Gwynn and Chris after traffic, people.
From the 855.
And now, the challenger, representing the San Diego Padres, number 20, Kyle Higashioka. Just 1 minute remaining. It's out of here. That one up into the monster seat. Another home run. And that ends the round. He ends the round with 7 home runs. And he has earned a trip to the semifinal matchup. Now the challenger is a semifinal matchup. Number 20, Kyle Higashioka. Just 1 minute remaining. No question about that one. And tapped it up to put up in the championship matchup. And that ends the round. Finishes. Let's see what he can do. And now, the challenger in this championship round, Kyle Higashioka. That one carried out to Lansdowne. That one is gone. And he's earned 30 seconds of bonus time. Just 1 minute remaining. That draw off the right pole. There's a home run. Seconds left. And now, the challenger, representing the San Diego Padres, number 20, Kyle Higashioka. Just 1 minute remaining. 4 in a row now. In, out of here. That one up into the monster seat. Another home run. And that ends the round. He ends the round with 7 home runs. And he has earned a trip to the semifinal matchup. Now here, the challenger in this semifinal matchup, number 20, Kyle Higashioka. No doubt about that one. And it's gone. That one carried on to Lansdowne. That one is gone. He now has bonus time. Just 1 minute remaining. No question about that one. And tapped it up to put up in the championship matchup. And that ends the round. Finishes. Let's see what he can do. And now, the challenger in this championship round.
Record. Just going back to the debate on how you should cheer. The lady's not, she's a young lady. I mean, she's not old. by any means. So maybe this is a young versus old thing. No. Okay.
It's a rude.
Chris isn't having it.
No,
it's a rude versus getting along with the rest of the group thing, as far as I'm concerned. But maybe I'm too old for it. I'll take other complaints and discussion points. I'm sure there's a few more Sarahs out there who think I don't know what I'm talking about.
She certainly was having a good time. No, it looks like. Anyway,
let's put it this way: if this lady's cheering again tonight, right?
The usher.
Everybody's going to have to make different plans.
I'm just going to mute the TV and go to the radio broadcast because, Dave's doing such a good job of mixing everything.
Yeah, radio broadcasts get you through it.
He explained why he's able to keep that down.
And people are like, you guys are picking on this lady. No, if anyone sat in that same seat and yelled, you're going to hear it. That's just what Oracle Park is like.
Listen,
it's not her specifically.
Yeah, no, we're not picking. That place is notorious for it. Usually, as Dave explained, it is a Giant fan there heckling Padre fans or Padre player if you're that close. So, yeah, she was having a good time. I know that everybody else was.
And everybody else was having a bad time.
Talking some San Diego State golf. How about that?
Yes, a topic that doesn't seem to come up often, but should come up today.
Skraby, you're my golf expert.
Hello, friends.
Do you want to play your theme music to go along with it?
It's not really a Masters, but I'll do it anyway.
All right, well, yeah.
Have you seen Happy Gilmore 2 yet, guys?
I have not.
Oh, I know what Chris thought.
I tried. I gave it a shot. I gave it like 45 minutes too.
And it just didn't hit.
I had some good laughs. I just didn't feel much reason to stick with it. Also,
a lot of people are saying.
I know. I heard it too. It's not very good.
I don't think it's bad. I don't think that it was ever meant to be a good movie. I think it was meant to be a silly, stupid Happy Gilmore type movie. People are very upset about the alcoholism in the beginning of it, which is a little strange. I have to say that
I haven't seen it yet.
He's drinking. He's drinking
everything.
Yeah, he's drinking hooch.
Yes,
everything is a canteen.
Like he would pick up this camera, undo it, and drink it. Like he always has alcohol everywhere.
Alcohol and everything.
Because in the beginning, Tony, I'm spoiling it a little bit.
Yes, you are.
He hits a tee shot and it kills his wife, and so that's why he becomes an alcoholic. It's a weird. I will give you that, Chris. That is weird.
I didn't look. I said I enjoyed the 45 minutes. I saw no reason to stick around. I had a feeling at the end they would let the Scooter McGavin out of the nut house. Scooter McGavin. Figured they let him out of the nut house. Adam Sandler would figure it out, and the two would have some sort of showdown somewhere, and Adam Sandler would win. That's
you didn't get to the part with the cameos,
so.
though, which is the best part.
Not true. I saw the cameos. I saw Xander Schauffele, and he gave me a laugh or two.
He kept yelling. That's what she said.
Gave me a laugh.
And then they walk up to Jack Nicklaus, and Travis Kelce's the waiter. He goes, or Arnold Palmer, and he goes, no, Jack Nicklaus, but thanks for asking.
Are there any other colleges right now represented as well as San Diego State with JJ?
In the golf world.
Nice job getting us back on track.
Yeah, because we were venturing off there.
Nice job.
There was a somewhere when Spawn won the U.S. Open and became the second Aztec to win a major. I did read somewhere that there's only a few other schools that could make that claim. I think Stanford was one of them with Tiger, and there was
that makes sense.
Another great golfer from Stanford. And I don't remember which one. Maybe Wake Forest, which is anyway. There was only a few that could claim having two alums both win majors in like the same year, back-to-back years. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty awesome, man. The story came out yesterday, and the headline is Spawn, Schauffele both clinched spots on Ryder Cup team. That's a pretty good day for Aztec golf, I would say. And I guess Scheffler's the only one that's already he's the third. Those are the three as of now. So pretty good work by those guys. And I don't know, what does the FedEx Cup go from here, Skrabe? I know
the Ryder Cup is separate.
Yeah, I know. But where does the
FedEx Cup goes to the BMW Championship.
BMW.
Let me ask you this: if Spawn he finished in lost in a playoff last week.
Yes.
what if this week he finishes in 40th place? Then he doesn't get to move on?
No, it shouldn't hurt him too much. It's all about points rankings in the FedEx Cup. They go from like, I don't remember the exact one, but they go from like
confusing.
100 to like 70. And then the Tour Championship is like the top 30 FedEx Cup points
But at the
guys.
end of the top 30 guys at the very end this year, unlike last year, they're going to reset and everyone's going to have this 0. Whereas last year, Scheffler started with a 10-shot lead, and it was kind of a waste of time.
Yeah, they're not doing that anymore.
Okay.
But the Ryder Cup is coming up in
just
September.
Ran away with it.
Yeah, well, it was no. I mean, you give him a 10-shot lead. What do you?
Yeah,
what's
there
even
was
the
no
point?
competition there.
That's crazy.
But the Ryder Cup is coming up a couple weeks after the FedEx Cup Championship, and the Ryder Cup is my favorite sporting event, I think, of all the sporting events, because it's awesome. I know that you guys don't like it.
No,
but...
I've never been able to get into it, but I think with Schauffele and Spawn, I think I'd be more interested than normal.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly think San Diego State is they're being represented so well by athletes right now. I don't understand why San Diego State isn't a bigger athletic school, because they have all of these players that reach the top of their sports as an Aztec. So
San Diego State has a very good resume. If you want to talk cream of the crop, you want to take the best baseball player you can think of, the best football player you can think of, and the best basketball player that you can think of. And I think with your dad, Marshall Faulk, and Kawhi Leonard, I think we can compete with a lot of schools for just taking the top of the iceberg. But there's no way they have the depth of some of these SEC schools, et cetera. But
we lack depth, but we
lack a little depth.
We got it everywhere else, though. All right, let's get to break. On the other side, is this a fantabulous day? Is this a fantabulous day there?
I don't want it.
He lost to somebody from Point Loma last week.
Oh, Tyler put it on you next, huh? Everybody comes in, huh? That's how it works. Huh?
Everybody beats Skraby.
Let's get to break. Some fantabulous on the other side.
Ben and Woods.
Friday time, and time for our regular Friday visit. And today we bring in Gavin Sheets from the Padres, as the Padres get set to start the 3-game series tonight against the St. Louis Cardinals. Gavin Sheets last joined us at spring training. I don't know if you remember that particular interview, Gavin, sitting out there by the benches, but we were really impressed, and we really couldn't wait to see you play. But really at that time, I don't think anybody was totally expecting what has happened since that time, which is, you having a great season and, putting yourself squarely in the middle of what the Padres have accomplished this year. So congratulations to you, and just talk a little bit about, what this season has meant to you so far.
Yeah, I think that obviously I do remember that the conversation we had out there in completely different times. And no, I think that, kind of when I was talking to you then too, it was just, looking back at this off season, the things I wanted to accomplish, the places I wanted to go. And, I wanted a new change of scenery where the excitement was there and where the goal was to win a World Series. And I think, you look now, we're at August 1st, and, at this point right now, I've matched some career highs. And I think that after we saw what happened yesterday, I think that the goal of winning a World Series is right in front of us.
Yeah. Gavin Sheets joins us here, Padre outfielder, DH. He's kind of done a little bit of everything for the Pods. And Gavin, let's talk about the process, because we knew from having that conversation in spring training what your goals were, the things you kind of wanted to accomplish. But I know as you go through the season, you kind of have to be able to be flexible in how you are going to manage all of this. You've had times where you've been hot. You've cooled, gotten back hot. What has that process been like for you, sticking with it through some of the ups and downs you've had?
Yeah, I mean, it's the beautiful thing of baseball is no matter how hot you are, how cold you are, you got to come to the ballpark the next day and do it again. And being an everyday guy for the first time in my career has been incredible. And I think you learn how to handle those things, and you kind of learn on the fly. And You battle with, soreness and all this stuff that goes on, and showing up to the ballpark every single day and bringing it, and, dealing with slumps, dealing with hot streaks. And I've just enjoyed every second of it. Obviously, the roles might change a little bit going forward, but, whatever it is and whatever I need to do, and, the goal and the work ethic and all that still stays the same going forward.
Gavin, you knew that you could come here and be a big contributor, and you told us that, and you had us believing. I imagine that everyone was confident in your ability, when they put you in the lineup opening day. But how much did it mean to you personally and in terms of feeling a part of things to get that home run on opening day? Just contribute right off the bat, kind of signal to everybody that, yeah, I'm going to be around to help this club this year.
Yeah, that was I couldn't have scripted a better start. Obviously, that was about as cool as it gets. I hit a home run in the playoffs in 21, and that was about as close as, if not better, a feeling than I've ever had in my career. So that was just incredible. I mean, obviously playing in front of this home crowd and getting the first taste of it that day, and to be able to produce like that was a pretty special welcome to San Diego, to say the least.
Gavin, obviously we got a chance to chat with your dad, Larry, out in Philadelphia. He was out on the field. And I imagine for him, as it was for my dad, watching you is probably much harder than it was for him to be on the field. How much has he enjoyed getting a chance to see your success and get to be an everyday player through most of this year so far?
Yeah, you're 100% right. I mean, he stresses out more watching me than when he played, for sure. But he's thoroughly enjoyed it. He's thoroughly enjoyed watching the brand of baseball we play, the way we go about our business, and obviously being a contributing factor to that has made it enjoyable for him. He can't stand the West Coast time zone. He said he's losing a lot of sleep because of it, but he's thoroughly enjoying every second of it.
Friday time, and time for our regular Friday visit. And today we bring in Gavin Sheets from the Padres, as the Padres get set to start the 3-game series tonight against the St. Louis Cardinals. Gavin Sheets last joined us at spring training. I don't know if you remember that particular interview, Gavin, sitting out there by the benches, but we were really impressed, and we really couldn't wait to see you play. But really at that time, I don't think anybody was totally expecting what has happened since that time, which is, you having a great season and, putting yourself squarely in the middle of what the Padres have accomplished this year. So congratulations to you, and just talk a little bit about, what this season has meant to you so far. Chiming in with Auburn University. Baseball, Frank Thomas. Football, Bo Jackson. Basketball, Charles Barkley. Pretty good.
Same campus.
And apparently they were all there at the same time.
That is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Who's the big man on campus then?
Probably was Charles.
Probably Charles.
Probably Bo.
Big Frank's big.
Probably,
Bo.
If we're talking Frank.
If we're talking
Barkley,
actual size, probably Frank.
Charles has always been big. I think Bo. Bo's one of the best athletes maybe ever in any walk.
Yeah.
That guy
I think that's
seriously
pretty accurate.
Seriously good. All right, 3:35 is the time. Crisello, Tony Gwynn Jr. there, and Mr. Skraby, Gwynn, and Chris. 97.3 The Fan, Padres, Giants later. Right now, time probably for Tony to whip Skraby in a round of the Fantabulous Sports Game Show. We'll give you some traffic to warm you up.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is brought to you by the California Office of Traffic Safety. Got a few problems here. One of them is this crash on northbound at 5, just past Carmel Valley Road. Got a couple cars involved. They're over to the right shoulder. Also traveling on eastbound 56, just before Black Mountain. We have reports of a surfboard in the fast lane, and there's a vehicle that apparently lost it. That's over to the right shoulder. Hopefully not thinking about running across traffic to retrieve that. Also, watch out for a stalled vehicle in middle lanes on southbound side of the 805, just before Murray Ridge. Reports of a vehicle fire northbound at 15, right before Mira Mesa Boulevard. No details as to whether that's blocking lanes. And reports of an encampment fire near the border southbound 5, right before Dairy Mart Road, over to the right shoulder.
Speeding is dangerous to other drivers, to people walking or biking. Speeding catches up with you. tickets, crashes, or even worse, slow the fast down. Safe speeds save lives. Go safely, California. From the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans.
Hey, all you beautiful people out there, it's time to play one of our favorite games of the week.
All right.
We like to call it
I'm gonna go.
Chris's Fantabulous Sports Game Show. And it starts right now on 97.3 The Fan.
I go Skraby. Woo!
That was good.
You may want to turn down the sound for this. Here we go into the Fantabulous Sports Game Show. Tony versus Skraby. I think most people know how it works by now, but if you're new to it, I'll give the category shortly. These guys will exchange what they hope are correct answers. First person to 11 wins today. And if they get the answer wrong or repeat an answer, it's a strike. 3 strikes, you're out. You're all welcome to play along out there, see how much you know about today's category. I know you guys know a lot about this category, but do you know what you need to know to be successful today? We're looking for the 7 leaders in total points scored by quarterbacks, 7 highest scoring running backs, 7 highest scoring wide receivers. Fantasy football points from 2024.
Oh my.
This is I did
I don't
this.
have a pen. That's
I
Chris.
did this, and I was here, Tony. I did this, and I was surprised at some of them. I'd be honest with you. You know, you think you remember who all the top guys were at each position, but do you really remember? So that is the category today. Top 7 quarterbacks, top 7 running backs, top 7 wide receivers. 21 total correct answers. And again, it's total points, not average points per game. So whoever you choose, be wise to have had a healthy season last year. All right, Scrape, you want to start us off?
Of course I do.
Or you can let Tony go first. But
I will not
do that. Go for it.
I will not.
Scrape?
Go on, my guy.
Real quick. Quarterbacks, running backs,
wide receivers. No tight ends.
Okay.
No tight ends on this one. Top 7 quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers. Scrape.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah, he was. I didn't realize. Again, I knew he was good. He had almost 100 more points than the next best receiver. That's pretty dominant.
That is pretty dominant.
Yeah. So pretty good guy to get on your team, apparently. Tony, who do you have? Top 7 quarterback, running back, or wide receiver?
Lamar Action Jackson.
Correct. Lamar Jackson led everybody in fantasy scoring with 430 points. Jamar Chase was the only other player over 400 points. So you guys got them out of the way.
Didn't even make the playoffs, and I had Jamar Chase last year.
Do you get him again, or has your time finally running out?
I think your time is...
No, I can't keep him anymore.
Yeah,
or I can re-keep him.
I think you can, because you drafted him last year.
I did. I drafted him
again?
Because he lost him.
Oh, you lost him and got him again?
Yeah.
And I did it just to make everyone angry.
So when did you draft him?
First round.
Yeah,
so
you
I'm not
can't
going to keep him.
No, you can't.
I'm not going to keep him.
It's got to be 5th round.
Sorry.
By the way, we need a draft date, Tony.
We're tied at 1.
Yes.
Scrape, go ahead.
I'm getting to it, I promise.
Tony, hurry up and get one so he'll leave me alone.
I'm
going to
go
of us.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen was the second number 2 quarterback. Very good, Scrape. NFL MVP, by the way. And he was still 50 points behind Lamar, but he was number 2. Fantasy scoring. Tony.
Let's go another quarterback. Let's go with Joe Burrow.
Number 3, just behind Josh Allen. Joe Burrow, you didn't make the playoffs with Jamar Chase, nor did the Bengals, right? They didn't make it either.
They didn't make it with either of those guys.
Right. Joe Burrow, number 3 in quarterback scoring. So
Side note, I am curious about how they start this year because they've been talking for years about how they need to start better.
They always get off to a slow start. We got the top 3 quarterbacks. We got the top receiver. Plenty of answers left. Skraby in a 2-2 tie.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquads was number 2 in the running back department. 355 points for him. Number 2. I think most people thought he should have been the MVP last year.
Yeah, I did.
Saquon?
Yeah, he didn't get it. All right, Tony, you're down 3-2. It's early. Top 7, QB, running back, or wide receiver. You can also play along out there. See how well you can do
How
on
about
these.
Jamar Gibbs?
Jameer Gibbs. But yeah, Jamar's close enough. Close enough for government work. He led running backs. Surprisingly, I did not.
Close enough for government.
Yeah, especially the government we have in this day and age out there.
Close enough for government work.
Jameer was number 1. Did not realize that personally. I would have thought Saquon was, but Gibbs had more points than he did. Actually,
That is surprising to me.
only beat him by 7 points, but he did beat him. All right, so it's 3-3. Skraby.
I'm going to go with Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry was 4th in running backs. The top 4 had a pretty good margin over the next group, but Derrick Henry, can always count on him, and it seems like he had almost all his points in the one game against me. I'm so tired of seeing him break 89-yard runs. I really am. All right, 3-4-3. Skraby, 7 down, 14 to go. No strikes yet. Tony. Tony on a there's no time limit ever. We've never really put one in. Tony thinking though.
How about Daniels? Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
How about Daniels? Number 5 in quarterbacks.
I keep forgetting about that guy.
355. Does everybody think he's going to be better this year? Sophomore slump, maybe? Teams are ready for him. I don't know. You can be ready for him. You still got to tackle him. It's going to be interesting.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like it when Dan Quinn wears his hat backwards, but you're wearing a hat backwards
I
right
don't know
now.
what happened there.
I don't know what happened there, he says.
I'll flip her
I
around.
don't know what
You don't
happened.
need to. I just
know.
was
It
making
is
a
weird.
connection.
Yeah, I know. But I'm, over the age of like 30, I think you should wear it forward. So I'm clearly
Well, it's
over
good because
30.
you're 29. So,
Right.
all right.
4-4.
I'm gonna
is the
go-
score. 13 left. No strikes yet. You guys have named 4 quarterbacks, 3 running backs. Only 1 wide receiver has been named.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield.
He is another surprise to me. Baker was 4th in quarterback scoring last year. I don't think he was a starter on most teams or most leagues last year,
Not until the middle of the year.
but ended up with a lot of points in fantasy. Skraby leads 5-4. There's 2 quarterbacks left, number 6 and 7. There are 4 running backs and still 6 receivers. Tony,
I think Henry's got to be on there.
you guys haven't missed one yet. Who you going with?
King Henry.
King Henry. Is that the same as Derrick Henry?
Yes.
He was already named.
Dang
Skraby
it.
named him just a little bit ago.
Dang it.
Sorry, T. I think Tony does that just to give you a false sense of security.
Maybe.
No, you know what happened was I wasn't paying attention. I was doing something else.
No,
And
that'll come back to bite
I
you now.
thought for sure he would have named the other running back already. And so I went with that one, and I was wrong. So good job, Skraby.
Skraby,
you.
you got
Thank
a
you.
chance for a little control here. You got a 5-4 lead. No strikes for you.
I'm going to go with Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon-Ra. Number 3 in the receiver department. Very good. Skraby leads 6-4. Tony with 1 strike.
How many running backs have been named?
3. There are 4 left.
Let's just go with Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson. Number 2, wide receiver. I had him last year. It didn't seem like he ever did anything other than that 190-yard pass against your club. And that was like week 2. The
Was
rest
he
of the
hurt
season-
last year?
He
I don't
had
think
some.
so.
He had to miss
Was
a
he?
couple weeks
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, he to me it was disappointing, but that's probably because I just wanted, so much in the scoring department from him. All right. 6-5.
All right.
10 left.
I'm going to go with a running back.
It is
We've talked about him today before the show.
Hmm.
Bijan Robinson.
way up there. Number 3, 341. You guys have named the top 4 running backs. You guys have named the top 5 quarterbacks. You've named the top 3 wide receivers.
Reset the category, please.
There are 2 quarterbacks left.
No, I'm saying like what are we guessing?
Total fantasy points
Thank
scored
you.
last year. Right. Quarterbacks 2, running backs 3, wide receivers 4. So there's 9 correct answers. Skraby has a 7-5 lead. He's looking good.
Lineup's out for us when we're done.
Okay. Tony.
How about my favorite?
Your favorite?
Jeff Goff.
The evil twin of Jared.
Jared Goff.
He was number 6.
I wasn't sure about
quarterback
him.
list.
Wasn't sure about him.
Goff is good. And it is now 1, 2, 3, 6. Scrape, you got 6 or?
I got 7, I thought.
He's up 1. He's up 2. So I just went. So now he's up 1.
1, yeah.
7 to 6. All right. One of yours I wrote Tony's initial. It's cheating for Tony. Which I often
finally
I don't really
finally you admit it.
Yeah, right. 7 to 6. All right, Scraby for a 2-point lead again. No strikes yet. 1 quarterback remaining. 3 running backs, 4 wide receivers.
All right, I'm going to make a crazy guess for that quarterback.
You are.
But this guy keeps surprising me on these types of lists. Geno Smith.
Geno.
Nope.
Smith. Wow. Tony with a quick.
Nope.
Gino's way down there, Scrape, I must say.
Why is everybody talking about him like he's the next coming of
100% say my guess right here.
Matt Hasselbeck or something?
Gino was 14th last year. 266 points. Strike for Scraby.
I overthought it.
Left.
Overthought it.
Tony
Thought
can
you
get
had it.
even here.
Especially the way you were talking. You were like, I'm just going to go out on a, like, I'm going to go outside the box here, basically. You went outside the box.
Tony, you're still down by 1, but
Yeah.
you can even the score here.
How about, and this one pains me because I kind of was hating on him, wanting him to do bad early. I'm not a fan of his coach. Bo Nix.
You think he was top 7?
Yes.
Ahead of Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
Ahead of Kyler Murray and Justin Herbert and Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
Correct.
Wow. It's because of his rushing numbers.
Bo Nix was the 7th leading quarterback, people.
I was hating on him too.
Take note
he
of that.
is like
coming
32
into
years
next
old.
year.
So.
He got some experience.
Still pretty good. I mean, did anybody really think,
No.
if you top of your head, that he's ahead of Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, Justin Herbert, and Patrick Mahomes?
No, I ran through his name and I thought
Couldn't
he had some
possibly be
good
ahead of all
games, but
those
he
guys.
didn't have like a crazy amount of great games.
Tied at 8. We got 5. Sorry, 8, 16. So, whoa. Must be tied at 7.
It's tied at 7. Now.
Correct.
Yes.
We have
both had a
7
strike.
correct left. Yeah. No quarterbacks.
So we got what?
3 running backs, 4 wide receivers.
Okay.
And we're tied at 1 strike. We're tied at 7. We're 7 to go.
What about
How many of you out there had Bo Nix? Don't raise your hand if you're driving, but that was a good guess.
You can raise it if you're driving. No one will know. Except for cars around.
Scrape for the lead again. Starting to get tight, though.
It just hit me.
Oh, somebody hit you. Let's see if it's a correct answer.
This guy had a resurgence in Green Bay.
Resurgence, you say.
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs did have a resurgence. Was it enough to get him in the top 7? Yes, he has 6th. Just sneaking in there.
Who was that last one?
Josh Jacobs. Scraby takes a 8-7 lead. 6 to go.
So what do we got left?
We have 2 running backs and 4 wide receivers. Simple. Straight to the point. I will say that off the top of my head, these aren't gimmies. But you guys have a way of coming up with them. I will say.
What's your gosh? Is it A-Chain?
A-Chain. Devon A-Chan.
A-Chan.
They call him A-Chan. I don't know what his name is.
I think it's A-Chan.
I'm going with A-Chan.
He was 5th.
Really?
Yes, he sucked.
Totally.
That's what I thought too.
That out of the left field
You know
stands.
where.
A-Chan had 299 fantasy points. He must have had them all in the game at the end that didn't mean anything or something, because I don't recall him doing that well.
That is kind of crazy.
A-Chan ties it up for Tony. 8-8. 1 running back, 4 receivers left.
All right, I got to go for a receiver.
Okay. One strike apiece.
Let's
Wide
go
receiver.
with Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson.
He was not good early.
10th. Not quite enough. A buzz up for Skraby, his second strike.
How about
Tony tries to take his first lead of the day?
How about a guy I hope I get this fantasy draft? Malik Neighbors.
Oh, that's a good one.
You think?
That's a good one.
He was 6th. 273 points. Tony takes a 9-8 lead.
Hawked you down, son.
And Skraby got to get this one or you strike out.
You know, Geno Smith is going to haunt me in my dreams.
All right, you got 3 receivers. You have the number 4, 5, and 7 receiver.
Hey, did you see this? Patrick's bold pick was that your man Waddle would have 12 TDs this year.
Patrick, who's that? Stupid Patrick?
I don't know what's Patrick.
Patrick.
12 touchdowns? Please. If Tua can stay upright to throw 12 passes, he might win that prediction. All right, 4, 5, 7 on your receivers and the number 7 running back. Skrabe, you need one to stay in the game.
Is the okay?
Fantasy
I'm just gonna
points last year.
If I lose, I lose. But
If you lose, you lose. That's right.
Chase Brown.
Chase Brown. I think his name is not Chase Brown.
The running back for the
is.
Bengals.
You would think I would know he was on my team, but he was not in the top 10.
Whoops, that's the wrong button.
He was in the top 10. He was 10th, but he was not in the top 7. That is a strikeout. Skraby is down and out. Tony has won the Fantabulous Sports Game Show yet again.
I had no more guesses after me.
You had no more guesses. Here are the 4 players that would have kept both of you going. The one running back who finished 7th was Kyron Williams of the Rams.
He was on my team. He didn't. He was hurt.
I'm just giving. I don't shoot
be
the
mad at
messenger.
the messenger.
There goes the pen.
was
The
actually
the 3 receivers that we didn't name. Brian Thomas, the
Never
rookie
got that one.
from
That's a good
Jacksonville,
one,
finished
yeah.
4th. Drake London finished 5th.
Drake London's terrible. We all know this.
Okay. And Terry McLaurin finished 7th.
Scary Terry. I almost said Scary Terry.
You didn't know.
Some of the guys that weren't on there, like CeeDee Lamb didn't make it. Devontae came up short. Mike Evans came up short.
I almost
Tyreek
said
Hill
Mike
obviously came up short. He had a bad year, but Alvin Kamara, James Cook, Jonathan Taylor, a lot of big namers didn't make this list. Tony Gwynn Jr. made it, though. He wins the Fantabulous Sports Game Show. Now it's time for everybody to do a little trivia. Chris versus the fans.
Nope. Sorry, I just screamed that into the microphone.
Michael
We're talking to
McDowell.
our NASCAR
Oh,
guy.
that's right. Yes. Trivia's on hold today. NASCAR is coming to San Diego. We're going to get into it next.
I actually got in trouble once when I worked at the bank for looking up a celebrity, and it was totally wrong on my part. Totally wrong.
Looking up their account number?
Just I searched their name in the account system, and
Skraby, what is wrong with you?
I was like 19.
You'd be
I
better
thought it
off.
was
You would be
cool.
better. You'd be better off admitting that you wore your underwear inside out. Frankly,
This guy is just searching up people's accounts.
It only happened that one time because I got caught.
How did you get caught?
The account was flagged, and anybody taking a look at it gets logged, and so I got called into the boss's office like 3 days
What
later.
did that come? I'm sorry, I gotta ask, but nobody's supposed to be doing this preview. What did that conversation? How did it go?
Well,
like, why were you looking up Paris Hilton? Is that who it was?
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh my god!
I can neither confirm. That's really funny, Chris, that you just yelled out that name out of all names.
No.
But I walked in. I got called into the office, and I sat
Oh, my
down.
gosh.
And all my boss, I loved her. She was great. Her name was Sharon. Amazing boss. She just slid the piece of paper in front of me.
You knew
Said,
what
"Did
time
you
it was."
visit this account?" And I looked. Yeah. She was like, "We're gonna have to write you up for this, and if you do it again, we're gonna have to fire you." And I said, "I'll never do it again." And I got out of there as soon as possible. I took everything, but it was not good. Not good.
Just curiosity, huh? He's like, I wonder how much they have in their account.
Yeah. I mean, before I got caught, I did look up athletes. And,
oh my God! I'm so glad you're sitting in this seat now.
Yes, I'm so happy you're not doing any job that can be dangerous to people's futures.
This was in the first year that I was there. I learned my lesson thoroughly.
Chris, as I said, as soon as they walked in, they was like,
"Yeah,
that's our guy right there.
That's our window.
We're gonna take him down."
Yep.
Just lucky I didn't get caught for like. I can't even say. I'll tell you guys off break whose account I saw and how much money they had sitting in their checking account.
And this was how long ago, too, by the way?
2009, 10. Way before I became a good person.
Didn't Bank America end up getting in trouble? Or was that it was one of those banks got in trouble?
All of them get in trouble for selling information. But
I heard folks like you.
I wasn't selling any information. I was just wanting to see what was going on.
Curious.
I didn't check their account activity, which I could have. Been like, oh, they bought this here. I'm going to go up there. I'm not that creepy.
Well, that's stock.
Oh, yeah, you're not that bad.
I'm not that creepy.
This
is amazing, by the way. We're supposed to be doing.
How are we supposed to do baseball picks under these circumstances?
We can't anymore. I think we gotta push it. You guys never did it? Well, I mean,
no, Skraby, we didn't
really. Okay. Like you work at a bank, you're looking at people's account information.
That's
unbelievable.
It only happened for a little bit, and then I got
only for a little bit.
I can't stop laughing at this because it is quite hilarious. Skraby.
But you were saying that I may have gotten robbed or whatever. I actually did get robbed when I worked in San Francisco, and they're called quick change artists.
How long did you work in the banking industry?
8 years. I was a teller supervisor when I finished. I was also the merchant teller, which took in around $150,000 in cash a day. Guess what? Always balanced at the end of the day.
Yeah, I bet.
But there was a guy who walked in. He had about $5,000 in hundreds, and he handed it to me. He said, "Can I get 50s for these?" And I said, it's pretty annoying that he wants
$5,000 in hundreds.
In hundreds, and he wanted $5,000 in 50s. He just wanted 50s instead of hundreds. So I had to go get it from the vault. I come back. I'm starting to count it out, and then he's like starting to ask me questions as I'm counting it out.
He's trying to
and then
what did I tell you, Chris? This is what I'm talking about.
That window right there.
Hey, this guy was so good that no one saw it coming. But so when I started getting mad at him because I counted out the 50s, he goes, "What are you doing?" I asked for 20s. And I'm like, what? You did not ask for 20s. You asked for 50s, bro. Yeah. I had to go to the vault to get those 50s. And as I was getting all mad and talking to my boss, he took the cash off the counter and put it into this folder that he had on the thing that
the original 5,000 in hundreds.
Yeah, well, he kept going like that, and then I was so mad, I just grabbed it and I threw it in my drawer. And then he was like, "You know what? I'm out of here." And he walked out. And then at the end of the day, $3,000.
He got an extra 3 on you.
$3,000. Yeah, he got $3,000.
The thing about criminals like that, they can sniff out a mark really.
I'm not a mark.
You are 1,000%.
I was actually the bank's
dog. They got you for 3 extra.
And that's the only time in my 8 years that I ever had anything happen like that.
I'm sure there are people who've been there 8 years that never had 0 taken.
Scrape, I got a 20 here. Can I get 5 5s, please?
I hate you guys.
Let's get to
that was one of the worst moments of my life, but you know what? It taught me a lot. Never trust anyone ever again.
You know what? You definitely have learned because you don't trust very many people.
I don't trust anyone anymore.
You are.
I actually got in trouble once when I worked at the bank for looking up a celebrity, and it was totally wrong on my part. Totally wrong.
Looking up their account number?
Just I searched their name in the account system. And
Skraby, what is wrong with you?
I was like 19.
You'd be better off. You'd be better off admitting that you wore your underwear inside out. Frankly,
this guy is just searching up people's accounts.
Only
Chris will jump right to the phone lines. Not very often do we get a NASCAR driver in on our show to talk a little NASCAR. Of course, NASCAR coming to San Diego next year. Everybody's pretty excited about that.
That's what I was going to say. We don't talk to NASCAR drivers about coming here because I don't think they've ever been here.
No. So that'll change next year. On the line with us right now, Michael McDowell, driver of the number 71 Spire Motorsports Chevrolet. Mike, how are you? Thank you for joining us today.
I'm doing good. Yeah, doing great. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. I got to ask. I mean, NASCAR coming to San Diego next year. A lot of folks out this way pretty excited about it. What are your thoughts on NASCAR expanding to a place like San Diego?
Well, it's awesome. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to race in front of a lot of new fans. And I mean, it's going to be a first time too, right? Being on a naval base is pretty wild. So I'm actually here in San Diego today. Was able to just got done actually at the Coronado Naval Base, checking it out and taking a look at the course, and looking forward to coming back here next year. It's going to be a one of a kind event for sure.
Yeah, I think everybody around here is really excited that Sports San Diego put this together, and Michael McDowell and the rest are going to be here. Michael, we were surmising before they gave the official report on this out to everybody that the course was going to go over the Coronado Bridge. I'm kind of glad they're not. That would have been a little dangerous.
That would be something, huh?
That would have been a little dangerous, right?
I tell you, I don't like heights.
Yeah.
And in your street car, you probably don't think about it too much. But if you were whizzing around there 180 miles an hour, I think I'd call it quit.
I don't disagree with you. What did you see in the course? I mean, they haven't put it all together yet, but what do you think it's going to be like just kind of a year out?
Yeah, there's still a lot that they're doing, right? And logistics and working through, what can actually take place, and the design teams there, logistic teams there on site. They got a lot of work going on right now already, and so there's still a lot of things that they have to get sorted out as far as layout and design goes. But it's going to be a like I said, a one of a kind event. We've never done anything like it, and obviously Chicago Street Course was, when we all thought about it, we're like, how are they going to pull this off? What is this going to look like? And then you get there and you see it, and the NASCAR team's done a great job of really honing in on how to develop these tracks, how to make them raceable and safe, and keep the excitement in there. So I'm confident in the team that they're going to have a really cool layout and be able to put on a great show. And there's just so much that goes into the logistics of an event like this. It's a good thing they gave themselves a lot of time to work through it.
Michael McDowell joins us here, driver of the number 71 Spire Motorsports Chevrolet car. And Michael, obviously you guys have your normal oval course, and then you have a street course like this. Is there a preference? Do you enjoy the street courses? Obviously it's a lot different than what you guys typically race on.
Well, I'm biased because, my background before getting into NASCAR was sports cars and open wheel cars and a lot of road racing and a lot of street courses. So I'm not the right guy to answer, because I would tell you, hey, we should do this every week. But the one thing it has done, I mean, it's put on a great race and a good show, but more than anything is it's brought the race like to the people, you know what I mean? And I think fans that maybe were, I'm not really sure, I don't really watch this, when they hear it and they see it and they smell it and they feel it, they're like, oh, this is cool. And I think that's the fun part about going to new venues and having new opportunities is, to create that one of a kind experience that, lasts with somebody, whether it's a kid like myself that, was 5 or 6 years old going to his first, NASCAR race or IndyCar race, where you just create that, this is so cool. And I think that street courses and road courses in particular have the ability to do that. And so, I think that it's great for us to, continue to explore, cool new ways of bringing the sport into, to new lights.
Michael McDowell is not just a NASCAR driver. He is the 2021 Daytona 500 champion. That is something to put up on the mantle, no matter who you are, man. That is one of the great events in this country, and you were lucky enough to win it. Michael, we all, I think, have a little bit of us when we're growing up that we want to drive cars really fast somewhere. So what happens? What happens to you that it actually becomes your way of life, where the rest of us, we finally slough on to something else? How did it work for you that it, you were able to kind of live that all out?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. Honestly, it's probably no different than, how you hear other stories of professions is it started out as a fun family hobby, going to the go-kart track. And, I don't think anybody got into it thinking, oh, this is going to be what you do for the rest of your life. It was just, oh, this is cool. I want to try it. And, that turned into us getting a go-kart and starting to race locally. And then you start to win. And, then everything starts to pick up momentum. And I think it's like any other sport where once you sort of identify that, hey, there might be a skill set that I have that is maybe enough to do something with this,
Yeah, right.
and you start to cultivate that. And, it's no different in motorsports. You start out locally and you start out small. And as you develop, you kind of see like, am I good enough and can I do this? And, motorsports is a hard path for sure. It's different than, other sports, because there's, obviously a lot of variables, and, racing is expensive. And I always tell people that, if I was in middle school and I could throw a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, I'd have played baseball, and it's easy to identify that talent. And in motorsports, it's really hard to identify young talent because you have to have fast cars, you have to have good engines, and you have to have good tires, and all that costs a lot of money. And I know sports can cost a lot of money too, so I don't want anybody, take that the wrong way. But in particular, motorsports, it's really hard to evaluate, talent at a young level because there's so many other variables.
Yeah, there's a few guys who went past me yesterday on the 15 that might want to try to sign up. I'm hoping they'll cool it down a little bit. They think they belong. I don't know.
Michael, I want to expand on a little bit because obviously the cars itself and everything that goes into it is very expensive. But for the individual, what are the elite? What do the elite drivers in this series have that us normal folks may not have that make them elite drivers?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I think that it's the mental capacity to do things at a super high level and have the hand-eye coordination. And like I said, the mental space to be able to make split-second decisions at 200 miles an hour. And I didn't play a lot of sports growing up. I don't know if y'all did. I'm sorry, I don't know y'all's background, but I can tell you, I went on an event last year, like a team building event, and we were at a Major League Baseball stadium, and they had a pitching machine there that could throw 95 miles an hour. Now, I've been to the batting cages before, and I've hit balls at the batting cages, and it's fun. It's a good time. I don't know if you've ever had one whiz by you at 95 miles an hour.
I have, but Tony hasn't.
Yeah,
it's a different level. It's
That's
a different
right.
level of everything. And that's what motorsports is. That's what racing is. Like, so driving your car, yeah, we've all driven a car, and we've all, gone to, I'm going to be here tonight at K1 Speed running go-karts. And we get that level of, hey, this is pretty cool. I could do that. But then a 95-mile-an-hour fastball comes whizzing by, and you realize, like, no, I'm not at that level. And there's a step in motorsports like that too, where at 190 miles an hour, you're processing so much information. There's no fear. You're confident, and you're just making moves that most people would be like, no, I'm going to hit the brakes now. I'm going to go ahead and hit the brakes. And so I think it's just that mental mindset and, the ability to, put yourself in tough and dangerous situations and get out of them.
Yeah, I think that was really well said, Michael.
I
can
just
only
want to
imagine.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
No, Tony did play professional baseball, so he does get the 95.
I can relate to
mile an
the
hour.
95 story. I'm with you on that.
Neither myself nor Matt, our producer, we have any idea.
He faced the fastest pitch in Major League history.
He did, yeah. He paced a 104 one time, and he fouled it off. So we're very proud of him for that. Michael, early in your career, it says you raced a little with Joe Gibbs. I mean, this is a guy that people know him in the rest of the world, in the sports world, and a great, football coach and Super Bowl champion. What was he like? And did you learn things from him early in your career that you're able to apply?
I got to do a handful of races for Coach. I think I ended up doing maybe 15 or 20 races over a couple-year period. And, it's awesome. He's super intense, like what you see on TV, and the same when he was coaching the Redskins. I mean, very similar. But I'll tell you what, and this is going to be off off topic a little bit, but Coach and I, we did a couple prison visits and outreaches, and to see him like just take over an entire facility, and not as a team owner, but as a football coach, made me realize, one, how big football is, but two, just the impact that man has, you know? And so my fondest memories are honestly those visits that we did, those ministry outreaches that we did at those prisons. I had, just amazing amount of respect for what he does and the man that he is.
Well, Michael, we certainly appreciate you coming.
That was a lot of fun, man.
It was, man. You should they should let you speak on behalf of NASCAR all the time, because you certainly have piqued my interest in the race that's coming here next year. We appreciate your time. Good luck the rest of the way, and hopefully get a chance to talk again soon.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Michael.
Michael McDowell there.
That was
NASCAR
fun.
Driving. He was great, man.
Yeah, he was really good, and I thought he explained it perfectly. I can't imagine what it's like to go 190 miles an hour at all, but I do imagine I would be hitting the brake. And what he said is that they are able to do it and then make decisions and stuff.
I can say
hard to imagine.
I can get to like 85
before
brakes I'm like, this is getting a little dangerous.
Right.
195? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
If I'm allowed to go 190 miles an hour, I'm going 190 miles an hour.
No shot. Well, you know what? Why don't you just hit a fastball over the left field fence at San Francisco and be happy with that?
It's fine with me.
Be happy with that.
Me. Actually, for me, it would be a pole to the left field fence.
Goodness gracious.
I think that is amazing that we found someone who doesn't know who Tony Gwynn Jr. is.
He went right into the baseball.
Tony was happy about it.
Great.
And then he goes, I tried to hit a 95. I'm like, you were talking to the right show.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun.
We immediately understood what he was talking about at that point.
Absolutely. He was really nice and fun, and I can't wait. I mean, you're a Daytona 500 champion, man. That never goes off your resume. That's a pretty good one to carry around with you. So that was cool. Thanks to Rick Schloss and the guys at Sports San Diego for putting the race on, for helping get him on the show.
So where are we steering to now?
We're gonna do Chris versus the fans. I think at 5:20.
Okay,
so we're gonna
stay tuned. 5:20, Chris versus the fans.
Why not?
Meanwhile, we'll get to the Padres.
Oh, is there a baseball game tonight?
Yes, there is.
I want to get back to that.
On the other side, more Gwynn and Chris. There's some traffic
from the 8-5.
4:20 is the time. Crisello, Tony Gwynn Jr., Skraby. Lineups for tonight's game coming up for you in just a second. Before we get to it, quick reminder, this Friday, Skraby and I will be at the Islands Restaurant, Carmel Mountain Ranch. We'll be broadcasting live from 2 to 6 p.m. This Friday is the day. We'll be giving away a baseball signed by Fernando Tatis Jr. We'll be giving away 2 pairs of tickets for the Giants-Padres game next Wednesday. Plus, we've got a couple of Xander Bogaerts bobbleheads. So we're going to give at least one prize every hour we're there. So come on down, Islands, Carmel Mountain, this Friday between 2 and 6 p.m. Tony will be, of course, in Los Angeles, back on the beam, as the Padres will start their series with the Dodgers on Friday. So come and kick off the weekend with us at Islands.
Don't let me forget to get the tie line. It's great before I leave out of this joint.
Tie line tomorrow. Padres, by the way, have won 12 of 15 games, and in 11 of those games, they've scored 4 or more runs, including last night. They got 4. And they are now 48-16 this year. That is winning 3 out of every 4 times they score 4 or more. So that's the number to keep an eye on. 4 runs. Can they do it tonight with this lineup?
Yes.
Go ahead, Tony. You do
Yes.
the lineup. Yeah, they can, for
They can.
sure. Here it is.
Here's the lineup.
Yeah.
You want to do the da-da-da-da-da again? There you go. FTJ at the leadoff spot. Sorry, guys. He's still there. Luis Arise.
Sorry.
He's in the number 2 spot. Manny Machado at the 3 spot. Xander Bogaerts will bat cleanup tonight.
Remember, we're playing a lefty. So
yes. Jackson Merrill will bat 5th. Ramon Laureano in left. Jose Iglesias gets the designated hitter role tonight. Jake Cronenworth batting 8th. Freddie Fermin batting 9th.
Keep him right there.
Nestor Cortez versus Robbie Ray. 2 lefties. Very different.
Robbie Ray, former Cy Young winner with the Mariners, or was it? I don't know. He won it with somebody not that long ago. Well, he's been on like so many different teams. These guys, they change every 5 minutes.
I'm looking him up right now. Let's see.
Look old Robbie Ray up there.
2021 with the Blue Jays.
See that? Blue Jays. He snuck into
He went to the Mariners right after the Blue Jays.
Casey Schmidt, the Aztec for life, was not in the lineup last night. He is batting 2nd in the Giants lineup tonight. So something to, I don't know, keep an eye on. Dodgers are in Anaheim again. Emmett Sheehan, Victor Medeiros for the Halos. The Halos are 4-0 against the Dodgers this year. How about that? How about 5-0? And then the Padres, who knows, by night's end could be tied for first. I don't know if you saw the play last night in the Angel-Dodger game. Muncy hit the home run late in the game. And the right fielder for the Angels, sorry I don't have his name, is a kind of a new guy, jumped to try to steal the home run, and he just didn't do it right. Like I don't know how else to say it. He banged into the wall. I think he broke his leg.
Oh,
They brought the whole ambulance
Joe
out.
Adele?
No, Joe Adele's in there tonight. It was a new guy, Tony. I'll go back and look now, but it was a young guy for the Halos, and I don't know if he played a lot of right.
Leg?
I shouldn't even.
Gustavo Campero.
Campero, yeah.
There you go. Is that what it was? A broken leg?
I
Or
don't
did
know.
they
No, they're
say?
not. They're not saying.
They're not saying yet. Okay.
Yeah,
It looked really bad. They carried him off. I mean, the ambulance came out. They stopped the game for quite a while.
Oh, he was only in the game because Joe Adele got ejected.
Yeah, he didn't look like he'd ever played right field, and he jumped,
sucks.
Tony. And if you see the play,
Like
you'll know what I
did
mean.
he like not get to the wall when he jumped?
No, he got to the wall. He just hit it
too
very
hard.
awkwardly.
Oh, man.
So anyway, hope he's okay.
Oh,
Going forward. Did you see the highlight
yeah,
of it?
It doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look comfortable. That's
No.
for sure.
It's
It
clearly
doesn't look terrible.
well,
Well,
it's
you're
clearly
not-
awkward, Tony.
Yeah, you're not
Especially
seeing
from,
it-
for somebody like you. You'd be like, no, that's not what you're supposed to do.
You're not
So-
seeing you're not seeing like the noodle leg or anything like that.
No, but I mean, when they bring emergency personnel out, it was not good. Another little injury. I don't know. Do Padre fans cheer this news? Josh Hader's on the injured list today with a strained left shoulder. Apparently, he was pitching in the 8th inning too much. That's a joke. Actually, Hader's having a really good year. So 6-2, 2.05 for him.
Some are saying he tore his Achilles, but I don't know if he
Well,
did
if that's the
or not.
case, then he
Hader
would-
or the
No, Gustavo.
Oh, okay. On the jump into the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
that
but
could have
they
been
they didn't air cast, but they put one of those cardboard things around his leg, so it's kind of
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
no.
whatever they
Not at
did.
all.
Yeah, it was not a happy moment for Gustavo. I felt bad for him on that one, but he was doing what he could to bring that ball back and help the Padres. By golly, so we appreciate you, Gustavo.
Yes, we do.
Big Five is coming up in just a few moments. Skraby will line us up with a bunch of that stuff. There really isn't a whole lot else.
It's kind of a slow sports day.
Sports, that's okay. We're pretty excited by it because
we are.
Yeah, this could be a big day. We could be tied for first place by the end of the night.
It could be.
It's
It could
been a
be.
long time.
I just thought of a new Big Five question.
Been a while since Tony Gwynn Jr. patrolled center field for the first place Padres in 2010.
The good old days.
Yeah. Last time Padres were this close. 2010. And
I don't want to talk about anything
no,
else.
we don't want to talk about what happened after that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it's been a long time since we've been in this spot. And I would also say that at the beginning of the season, if you would have said the Padres are going to win the NL West, most people said no chance. Right? I mean, that's fair to say. People said it's not going to happen. You can't possibly beat the Dodgers this year.
Do you remember how much crying there was during the offseason?
Because the Dodgers got
they're signing everybody.
They got Sasaki. That one killed us.
Oh,
obviously.
people were like,
Skraby's been whining about that all year.
So hurt.
Oh, I'm fine
How
now.
did we get Sasaki? They got Sasaki too?
He knew he was going to the Dodgers the whole time.
I think I did say
Gosh.
that. I think I did
You weren't
say
the only
that.
one. I heard that. Like
I
we
can't
heard
stand that Sasaki guy. He just strung us along.
Well, I mean, all the reports were that he wanted teams to fix his fastball, but he wasn't going to choose them. So he was getting other information before he chose the Dodgers, which he already knew.
They
he
got
was
Blake
gonna do.
Snell. And
It's just like moving on.
well, I'm just I'm adding. I'm just saying what Tony said. I mean, they did. They seem like they added everybody. They added Tanner Scott too. See him doing
that was like the icing on the cake.
Right. No, it's over now.
Tanner went there and was like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, what is happening?
They're going to win 130 games, I think people thought, didn't they? Is that outlandish? Somebody said it.
It wasn't outlandish. We were getting all kinds of that.
Right now, I'd say you could bet a pretty good chunk that people would say they think the Padres will end up winning it. I don't think it's just us thinking it.
And anybody
I think
who
it's
says I picked
around
the
baseball.
Padres from the beginning, they're lying. They're lying.
You want to go look at the sheet?
The only reason you did that is because you didn't want to be a hater of the Padres.
Well, you guys picked the Dodgers, which is
I
fine.
did.
I'm just saying. I had the guts to do it.
You also said that Luis Campusano was
Yeah,
going to be an
yeah.
all-star
As well.
Hey, we can't get all of them.
Okay,
right,
let me ask
man.
you
Leave
this.
them alone.
If one of them was going to work out, which one would you choose?
I would choose this one. Yes.
Okay.
The
there you
Division
go.
one.
We got Big Five next on Gwynn and Chris.
Ben and
Stand up, stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low.
fucking off now. Okay, take goggles down to your neck. Crash landing, huh? What? We're gonna crash land. More or less. We're gonna hit the ground. Keep my feet. Don't worry about it. Pick up. Front up. Right on all the way down. Right there, brake. All the way. Here we go. Up there. Oh, you idiot. Typical tandem student right there.
I tried. I wrecked your good job, buddy.
Fun, huh?
You need help with anything? Okay, I'm nervous. Stand up, stay low. Hands on the heart. Stay low.
.435 on the clock. Padres Giants, 6:45 start time. You'll hear from Mr. Sam Levitt at 5:40. And just hanging with Chris, myself, and Skraby until then. Got a big five coming your way. Skraby, you got this one set legit. You know you were still coming up with questions like 2 segments ago. Last segment, as a matter of fact.
I still need to come up with my number 5 question.
Wow. I don't even know what to say.
I already know what I'm going to ask.
Interesting. All right. Well,
interesting.
Is there traffic?
Yes.
Let's get to traffic and then the big five.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury, here's Kelly Danick.
Traffic is sponsored by Robert Half. Just a couple problems here. Northbound 805 at the 163. Collision involving a couple cars. They're over the right shoulder. And southbound 5 before Dairy Mart Road. Fire crews are handling a brush or encampment fire. They've got that right lane blocked. At Robert Half, they found that 67% of companies want to increase contract talent. That's why the recruiters' expertise and award-winning AI work quickly to find the candidates you want. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today. I'm Kelly Danick with Gwynn and Chris, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
It's that time of the show when we check on the latest in sports. Only the most important topics and questions are brought to light.
Stop what you're doing and listen.
These news stories will astound and amaze you. The one, the only.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The Big Five starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right. Before we get into the Big Five, you may have heard us talking about this, but we really want everyone to come down and join us live at Islands in Carmel Mountain. We'll be broadcasting this Friday from 2 to 6 p.m., and we'll be giving away a baseball signed by Fernando Tatis Jr., 2 pairs of tickets for when San Francisco comes to town on August 20th. Plus, we got a couple of Xander Bogaerts bobbleheads to give away. So that's one prize for every hour. Islands in Carmel Mountain, this Friday, August 15th. Come and hang out with us.
Just so Xander ball is booming now, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Right, yeah, people would have given that. People would have given that back in May. By the way, I plan to have a bottomless trough of French fries going on Friday. Come on by.
I hope you're not disappointed. But Tony told me something earlier today that might disappoint you.
Yeah, I think you're gonna be disappointed in this.
They don't have the bottomless
I don't
anymore.
Think they have bottomless.
Well, that doesn't matter because I'm just.
Oh my gosh! Did you see his face?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Like a rabid dog. It doesn't matter.
Adam gave me the okay. Said just open it up. So I'll just be like, bring another one. It'd be like, you want another water? Yes, and another fries, please.
Do we think that the bottomless fries is a bad business model? Is that why they got rid of them? Like, I know
it might be.
There's other places
because their fries are like really good.
I've been with my friends where we probably ordered about $25.
I got
worth of French
6 people.
fries.
I got 6 people in my family, and every one of them loves fries like on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
They know we're coming through.
We did a show meeting like 5 years ago, and Tony chose the place, and it was Islands, and we ate so many French fries. The person was annoyed with us.
There's one reason, though, that you eat them all is because they really are good.
They're
really
delicious.
Are good. Islands does them right.
They're real French fries.
They do the pressing thing, the French fry cutter thing
for
that
sure.
You see at other places, but
come by and visit us Friday. We'll talk about it. We'll
talk about it.
Break it all down.
All right.
Number 5.
So we were just talking about the standings and everything in baseball. We were just talking about how the Padres are 1 game behind the Dodgers. It is August 12th. They have about 40-something games left to go. Tony, it's a really simple question. How closely should a team watch the standings at this point in the season?
I mean, you're aware now.
Are they aware that they could tie the division tonight?
Of course they're aware. They're very much aware. I think it's easy to not look at the standings pretty much until you get to this point in the year. I mean, the calendar, we're about halfway through August. You only got about a month and a half left. So, yes, everybody's paying attention to it. You're not necessarily scoreboard watching yet, but you're paying attention. They lost today? Oh, okay, cool. We picked up a game. You're paying attention to that at this point.
Okay. Chris, when do you think a team should start paying attention to the standings?
I don't think they should pay attention to them at all in terms of you should go out on the field every night and just take care of your game and win it. But we're only human. So,
right.
They're going to see the Dodgers score. And
even if they don't see it, someone will be telling them about it.
That's right. The lady in the front row at the game last night. Dodgers lost! Woo! I don't think there's any choice. I mean, this is where you want to be, though, right, Tony? I mean, this is what you sign up for, is getting into, mid-August and having everything matter. This is why you're playing. I'm pretty sure the Pirates and the Nats and the Braves and, all the rest of these guys are more than happy to be in your shoes. So enjoy.
What'd you say? You just want to have games matter in September.
Absolutely.
I can't remember the last time. Well, I can remember. It ain't been that long, but it's been quite a few years before games in September haven't mattered.
I think I would be better if I was playing like the outfield, looking up and seeing what the score of the Dodger game is, rather than trying to keep myself from it. Because I think I'd be like, oh, wonder what they're, is okay. I got to wait a minute. There's a fly ball. Get it.
The reality
I'd rather
is
just know the score and just get
those
on
aren't
the
the
game.
times that you're looking. It's when when you come into the dugout and you're not hitting. You're your eyes just want to like move to the scoreboard. Yeah, this happens, man.
I can imagine Chris crack of the bat. Oh, look at that. The Marlins are winning again. Oh, wait, the ball's behind me. Is that what you just were saying? You look up in the stands and you see the scoreboard?
It'd be likely to happen.
It would be likely.
Number 4.
After a runner-up finish in the FedEx St. Jude Championship, where he lost in the playoff, J.J. Spawn became an automatic qualifier for the U.S. side of the Ryder Cup, an unlikely rise after starting the 2025 season. Get this, guys. Before this year, he was outside the World Golf Ranking Top 100. He's now at number 6 in the world after this year. One of his Ryder Cup teammates, Xander Schauffele, who has made 70 straight cuts on the PGA Tour, which is the 6th longest streak ever, has mathematically secured a spot on the team, meaning half of the 6 automatic slots have been filled. Scotty Scheffler locked up his position on Keegan Bradley's team a little while back. Anyway, Chris, you got JJ Spawn from San Diego State. You got Xander Schauffele from San Diego State. Is SDSU a golf school now?
No. Still more of a Viejas Arena men's basketball school.
Oh, well, that's not what I meant. Like,
oh, what do you mean?
Yeah, what could you explain?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I meant like, should we give the golf program more credit?
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
a completely different question, by the way.
I think we should give all of them a ton of credit for sure. I mean, great. This is exciting and great. I'm amazed by it, frankly. The odds of it are pretty remote that you'd have 2 of the 3 Ryder Cup guys from the same school and basically coming pretty much through at the same time, or one right after the other. And JJ Spawn is like he's pushing Scheffler like to maybe win the Player of the Year if a couple of things break his way here at the end.
He's certainly on that, having that kind of season.
What a season. It's so exciting. And that was really a thrill last week when we were able to get him on. And sorry, Tony, you missed him. But, I mean, he was talking to all of us normal golfers. He kept saying, my whole world changed.
Wait, timeout.
Yeah, he was on last week. Sorry.
What?
Yeah, we got him on.
I'm just shaking my head. Yes.
Yeah, Skraby
Adam's been on it since he won the U.S. Open, and because they needed to promote the FedEx St. Jude. Adam got him on.
He came on, and sorry, Tone. He did say hi and he missed you, but
he was like, "Who am I talking to? Where's Tony?"
Yeah, right. But I mean, the thing he said that I keep taking with me every day now is how many times he said he went out every day for like 5 years and practiced 3 to 5 foot putts. And that's what changed his whole thing. And I thought, man, that's something we all can use.
That's why you said that. I was like, where did you get that?
Okay, yeah, no, yeah, it was exciting. I'm sorry, I ducked out on you while you were gone, Tony. Sorry about that.
Well, we also interviewed Manny Machado when you were gone, so I guess it all.
Yeah, that's it. It evens out.
It all ends up in the wash.
Tony, you have anything to add about this?
Yeah, I think this is what San Diego State does well. Actually, is they may not have the depth, but they find these jewels, man, that can elevate their programs. Whether it's Kawhi for basketball, whether there's a ton of baseball guys you can run that by. I think this is what they do well. So yeah, the golf team program certainly deserves a lot of credit for sure.
Number 3.
In golf, man, just think 2 guys like this can put your whole program like over the top.
Yeah, now they can say, hey, you can come play golf at the same school with a U.S. Open champion, a PGA championship.
I think that's dope.
Yeah. And if you're lucky in the Strasbourg Invitational, you can get paired up with us 3.
That's
play
right.
on the golf team.
See how bad golf looks.
Our guy Jack had that pleasure last year.
Yes, Jack was really good. The scramble is toughest on the best guy in the team.
For sure.
Because you have to play well.
Number 3.
And he did, by the way.
He did. Jack played great.
Yeah.
All right, we have to talk about it. Shohei Ohtani and his agent, Nez Balello, are being sued sued for allegedly ousting two individuals from a $240 million Hawaiian real estate deal. Kevin Hayes Sr. and Tomoku Matsumoto filed a lawsuit accusing Ohtani and Bolello of, quote, tortious interference and unjust enrichment in connection with a luxury development, the Vista at Mauna Kea Resort, and a, quote, second neighboring venture on the Big Island. The plaintiff's attorney, Joshua Schiller, stated it's unclear if Ohtani was aware of Bolello's alleged actions. You could go on and on and on. Apparently, there were some, I don't want to say threats, but there was some coercion into going in the way of Shohei Ohtani.
First of all, you got to be careful when Skraby's reading anything about Ohtani.
He's not reading it the way it's supposed to be.
It's always
according
slanted.
to McCann, the lawsuit alleges that Ohtani and his agent pushed for concessions from plaintiffs before issuing an ultimatum and threatening retaliatory litigation unless one of the project's business partners removed Hayes and Matsumoto from the deal.
Okay. Understand, though, that you can sue for anything. It doesn't mean it happened.
Right.
Just understand that.
Not only that, do we know why they wanted these two removed?
So they can make more money.
No, that's come on, man. That's what we're gonna go with it.
This is a case about abuse of power. Defendants use threats and baseless legal claims to force a business partner to betray its contractual obligations.
This is the one side, though. Can we get the other side?
He hasn't spoken about it yet.
Okay.
Skraby never going to give it to you, Tony. So you're going to have to dig for that.
No, Shohei Ohtani will be like, I have no idea what's going on with my business dealings, even though I keep having these problems that are making a big deal.
Can I jump in for a second? I don't know whose turn it is.
Please jump in.
I'm pretty sure Tony's aware this, it was a situation with your dad for a while. And I know it got worked out. John Boggs, came through. But you can have business dealings with people that you trust. And they can do things behind your back that you don't know what's happening, and you can look pretty bad.
Yes, because you got the bigger name in there, so it's all going to be a reflection.
So I'm not trying to defend anything. I'm just saying you do have to wait here to see what happens. I find it hard to believe that Shohei Ohtani was muscling these guys. It just doesn't sound like Shohei Ohtani to me. This is a guy that got hit in the head with a fastball and waved his buddies back to the dugout.
We're good here.
Yeah, I don't see it, Scrape. I see his agent and business people perhaps using his name to threaten. That makes sense, but
you guys haven't even let me ask the question yet.
Well,
that's because you were slanted in your reading of this whole thing. But go ahead, ask the question.
If there's smoke, is there fire?
Of course.
It's burning.
Is maybe.
Yeah, maybe. MLB is just going to be like, hey, it doesn't matter what Shohei Ohtani does. He's completely innocent. We're going to send someone else to prison.
I didn't say he's completely innocent. I'm saying that you're kind of intimating that his
he was
name
out here
keeps
strong-arming it.
And his business partner and his agent are doing stuff. I'm just telling you that I've seen it, and I know Tony has, where agents and business partners can do a whole lot of stuff under that name without that name knowing it.
One day I will be vindicated for
Yes, you will.
I don't hate Shohei.
Sounds like you hate him.
But there's things that pop up. It's like, really? You didn't know about this, Shohei? Come on. This is a $240 million.
Come on.
This is a $240 million real estate deal, and you're not aware of it? Like,
Not
you gotta
aware
be
of it, man. Not aware of it.
Yeah, I have like $24 in my account, and I'm aware of that. Like, he's not aware of $240 million.
That's not what we're talking about, though.
I know.
I don't know what my wife spends all of the paycheck on every month. I know it disappears. That's on a much smaller level.
Oh yeah, Brock said you don't know. You know Shohei personally?
I didn't say no, Brock. I didn't say he's innocent. I'm saying let's just wait and see what happens. I mean, you're.
Well, what's going to happen is they're going to sweep it under the rug, and they'll be like, "Nothing to see here, folks."
By the way, no one in here or on the chat knows Ohtani personally.
He looked at me one time.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Number 2.
Chris is not going to like this one. Browns defensive end Myles Garrett was cited for driving 100 miles an hour in a 60 miles per hour zone in Strongsville, Ohio, resulting in a $250 ticket. But this happened after the team returned from playing the Panthers in their preseason game. Get this. Since 2017, this is his 8th speeding citation in Cleveland. He also flipped his Porsche in 2022 while speeding to avoid an animal, he said. Why would you speed to avoid an animal? Anyway, Chris, What should happen here with Myles Garrett?
Well, first of all, the story speaks for itself. But I'm going to try to give you one other thing that I think should happen. Whoever the authorities are in Cleveland that are allowing this guy to keep his license and continue to go out endangering other people, they ought to be called in on the carpet at this point. If the guy has been cited 8 times
since 2017
and he's still running around with a license, endangering people, which is what he's doing along with endangering himself, I'm starting to blame the authorities for allowing it to happen.
I
Beyond
think that's
that,
fair.
I mean, you know what I think of driving this fast, and you said Chris isn't going to like it. I hope nobody likes this story.
I know that speeding specifically gets you a little bit more irked.
It does.
Tony, what
As
do you
it
think should
should.
happen here?
What do I think should happen here? He was cited.
He was cited. $250 ticket for driving 100 and it's 60.
I think he should have to sit in some terrible driver's ed class for the most hours you can possibly do it.
Like, I see what you're saying. Like, where they show videos.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Exactly. Where
What
they
is it
show
called?
just
Red asphalt.
the speeding stuff.
That was the name of it.
It was, yeah.
I think that should be. I think that's it right there.
All right. We still have one more to go.
Number 1.
All right. Mud Cat. I don't know why I split up his name.
Mud
Cat has been doing a new segment on the TV side of the games.
Yes, he has.
And I've had many questions, and I also have questions for myself. It's called Mud's Pen Pals.
I saw this last night.
So, Tony, do you think that Mud heard Padres Pen Pals and thought he could just use the name but put Mud instead of Padres?
No, I don't. But I do think his producers were certainly listening to the show.
Oh, you don't think Mud named it?
I don't think Mud named us. I think it came to Mud, and he was like, "Yeah, let's do it." That's
Sounds like a
you
good
would
name.
expect.
Yeah,
you would
right.
expect Mud to do.
Wow.
I definitely think someone not named Mud behind the scenes. I know they listen to the show. I'm pretty sure they got it from us.
Can
They
you
stole?
Can you, person listening who came up with this name, can you put a credit to us in the corner of it?
Well, first of all, have you copyrighted anything there,
Oh,
Chief?
no.
I can't because Padres is already copyrighted. So
I'm honored that Mud is using Pen Pals as part of his presentation. He's more than welcome in my mind to use it. And if the Padres win again tonight and move into a tie for first place and Mark Grant yells to Don Orsillo, "That's fantabulous." He can have
then
that
we
too.
know for sure.
He can have that too, though.
Yeah, I'm not. Let me be clear. I'm not mad or anything like that. I just found it kind of fun when I was like, "What? They named a segment Mud's Pen Pals," and he talks to the Padres players.
Yeah, man. Crazy
All right.
deal.
Good idea, Mud. Not a boy.
All right, that's it for the Big Five. When we get back, we'll recap some of the news. We'll get you set up for this game tonight. And also, Chris versus the Fans has been moved to 5:20 for today, so stick around.
Who spits on his hand all the time?
Yeah, what?
Tony?
He spits on his batting gloves. You know, right before every time. Like,
yep, Xander.
Big honking loogies on his hand.
Spitter.
Really? Like,
I don't know if it's like honking loogies.
I mean, okay. Now you thought it was absurd that I didn't hear the lady screaming last night. That's because I had the sound turned down. I can't believe he watched an entire season of Padre baseball and haven't seen him spit into his palm once when he's taking a practice swing.
I just never thought about it until you guys brought it up. But like I told Chris last week, if you were to ask me what uniform they wore the night before, if it's the home, I know what the home uniform, but road, I have no idea if it's going to be the brown. Like last night, what did they wear? I have no idea.
I think surprisingly, Darvish went with the pinstripes.
Well,
Usually he's the one guy that goes brown.
Yeah, the brown. I think a couple times he started with brown. The outings did not go
So
well.
he's back on
so
the
he's back
pinstripes.
on the pinstripe, and he's been dealing in the pinstripe.
Yeah, the pinstripes are going to probably stay for a while. Gwynn and Chris, happy hour time. We're getting underway here, 5 o'clock. Baseball talk on 97.3 The Fan, presented all day long by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much these days, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday on CBS, Paramount Plus, all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. Happy to be with you. We never gave away the Michael King bobblehead, Skrabe. Got any thoughts on that?
Yes, I have a few thoughts on that, but
stick around. I will
Do
tell
you
you.
have any thoughts on that, Skraby?
Stick around. How I'll tell you how y'all can get one of those here in just a minute.
it's not going to be a packaging of the Chris vs. the Fans winner.
No.
Okay.
I want to make you work a little extra.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. We'll have a little Michael King trivia coming up for you. Stick around for that. By the way, I got the game tonight, of course. Sammy's got pregame and the whole thing. Padres trying to keep it rolling. Game back of the Dodgers as we start play. Something that caught my eye. Remember when Will Smith of the Dodgers was running away with the batting title?
Oh, he's come back to the pack.
Sneaking back to the pack a little bit. Now, he did have a couple hits last night, but Will Smith is at 313 now. Remember he was up at 325? 313. So it's closing the gap. Now, there's a new entry into the running. Xavier Edwards, the former Padre farmhand, has moved into second place with the Marlins at 306. Freddie Freeman, 303. Manny, 297, still an outside chance. And here's the one I'd be worried about if I were Will Smith.
Luis Arraez.
Luis Arraez, 292, is in fifth. Tied for fifth. So he's right there, Luis Arraez. He's trying to make it, what, 4 in a row?
Yeah.
That's like your dad territory there. But we'll see if Luis can pull it out by the time it's all said and done. He's been getting it done a little bit more. Why don't they just put the left fielder standing behind shortstop, Tony? Come on, when he comes up. Really?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I know they don't, and they won't.
They-
But you know what I
they-
mean?
they- I
It
mean,
seems
they-
like he
they're
just
getting-
puts the ball there every time.
They're getting closer and closer. I know
You're right.
that.
You're right. Yeah, right. The left fielder pretty soon is going to shake hands with the third baseman. It's but Luis finds a hole somehow. We'll see what happens tonight. We gave you the lineup a little earlier with a lefty, Robbie Ray on the mound for the Giants. That means Ryan O'Hearn and Gavin Sheets have the night off. Jose Iglesias takes over DH duties this evening. And never fear, but Freddie is here. Fermin is batting ninth. Once again, he's got a 933 OPS since he joined the Padres. Not too many number 9 guys doing that. And as I said earlier in the show, there was one kind of dummy here on the station said the Padres overpaid for him.
Yeah, we won't.
I was that dummy.
We don't need to mention names.
Well, you can.
Okay.
Chris.
Yeah, no, there's no question.
I said it too.
Well, look, we don't know. Bergert and Kolick are with Kansas City, and so is Walker, and so is Lugo. So we've pretty much given them the whole rotation now in Kansas City. But right now, I don't care what you paid because Freddie Freeman's doing the job.
Do you want to know what Ryan Bergert's been doing with Kansas City?
Probably made one start. Maybe two.
Two.
Okay.
Gone 5 2/3 in each
That's his sweet spot right there.
Only 2 earned runs in each. He struck out 8 against the Twins over the
nasty,
weekend.
dog.
Okay,
they got a good one.
For him.
Yeah.
How about Kolek? Has he been in there yet? I haven't checked out the Royals.
Seen him yet, but let me check.
I never check on the Royals. My thing is similar to.
No, he hasn't played in a game yet for the
The
Royals.
old saying is, we don't care how much it costs, we just care how much it makes. I feel, AJ's thinking is similar when it comes to trade. I don't care what it costs as long as what I get is helping me win
right now.
And that's really what they're getting. And, I did, pointed out kind of when O'Hearn hit the home run last week, I said, Skraby, I listed off all 6 guys that they traded to get him. And I only can recognize like 1 or 2 of the names. And this is a week later.
To get O'Hearn?
To get O'Hearn and Laureano.
Yeah.
All these guys are names. Who knows what they'll do? But right now, I know what O'Hearn and Laureano are doing for this team. And that's helping them win.
Yes.
So it's been really good.
These are always no-brainers for the most part after the fact, because as the trade happens, those players that you sent off that are the young guys, they're not playing in the big leagues, most of them. So you're just going to be out of sight, out of mind until they show up to the big leagues and have an impact. You won't ever think about them again.
No. And we get free stuff until they do show up. Here's the thing. There's a cautionary tale. It's called James Shields for Fernando Tatis Jr. But there are not a lot of examples of that throughout baseball. You can find a few, but right now it's working out okay for the Friar, as it were.
That is correct.
Jacob Marcy's been pretty good.
Yes. Let's give him a little shout out.
Marlins?
He made his debut right after
Marlins, yeah.
Marlins.
Yeah,
He made his debut right after the trade deadline because the Marlins traded Sanchez over to the American League. And from what I've seen, Jacob Marcy has been very good so far for the Marlins. So
if I recall, that was one that AJ was
probably was forced to get rid of somebody.
He knew he had to give up somebody good to get
was it it's either Scott or Arise, and I forget which one now for Marcy.
Hold on.
Went to the Marlins. I know
Scott.
that, but I forget which one it was. So
to ship
it
to
was
Marlins.
Scott. It had to be Scott.
No, it was Luis.
It was Luis.
So
Okay.
Marcy, Dylan Head, and our guy Woosuk go.
And don't forget, they also
And Nathan
they
Martorella.
paid most of Luis's contract too.
yeah,
didn't they?
so Marcy's going to go on, even if he has 2 good years with the Marlins, and that's about the maximum. Because if he has 2 good years, they'll trade him somewhere else.
Say they'll move him.
Right. So we've got 2 years already of Luis. Right.
Yep.
So to me, the trade is going to always be favorable. Although Marcy looks like he's got something there. So good for him.
Tony, did you see? Oh gosh, why did I just forget what I wanted to talk about?
Because you're getting old.
I guess I am. I just literally had it, and now I can't think about it. Never mind. Sorry, everyone.
I can't even be. I do that at least.
Sorry,
once a show.
everyone. Like I was ready to.
You're
jump
like
in
happy,
with it.
like, oh yeah, this is a good one.
It
And
had
then,
something
boom.
to do with a trade.
I know one trade that it looks a little different now than it did is the one that brought, Michael King over here. Because we sent Soto. Everybody knows that. The guy that has come out of nowhere all of a sudden is our friend, Mr. Grisham.
Oh, yeah.
21 homers,
Yeah.
811 OPS. We know he's a Gold Glove guy. I don't know where the Yankees would be without him. So good on him.
It's a perfect yard for him.
I guess.
And you know what? Sometimes hearing some new voices, some new things to say can go a long way.
Because when they first got him, he went right on the bench, and I thought they'll never even see the light of day with the Yankees. Guess what? he's seeing more than the light of day. Yeah, he's doing a great job. But why not? We're getting our thing. The Yankees can have their thing.
Yeah, have you guys seen, talking about trades, I think I remembered it now. We talk about how, sometimes it's very difficult for players to be traded and pick up and where they left off. Eugenio Suarez has not been great since he's been traded. I think he's hitting in the 100s. He's only had 1 home run in 10 games. I mean, it could go either way really quickly for every single team.
But he also could hit 6 in the next week. Seattle's a harder part, though, than is Arizona, right? That might have something to do with it.
Maybe. But
you never totally know. I will say, our guy Jerks and Profar made the highlights the other day. Tone, did you see that catch?
Oh man, yeah,
It was sick.
Wow! If you haven't seen that one, it's worth a look. Jerkson way over the left field fence. Good. I'm still always going to be a Jerkson Profar fan, despite what happened to him this year. Too good of a guy. I got to root for him.
I'm with you on that.
You know who else is in the majors now? After a long time, Robert Hassel III. It's been starting pretty regularly lately for the Nats.
Getting some burn.
I know the other thing I wanted to talk about.
Go ahead, Skraby. What you got?
Ryan O'Hearn, Ramon Laureano. Tony was out last week when we talked about this, Chris. But did you see that AJ included prospects in the deal so that the Orioles would pay the salary down to veteran minimum salaries?
I did know that, actually.
That's like next level.
Where'd you hear that from?
It was reported.
It was reported?
Yeah. I think Kevin Acey
Wait, you didn't know
it.
that Skraby had a couple of sources over there that feed him this kind of stuff?
I have many sources. Are you kidding me? When I went down there a couple of weeks ago, everybody was like, Skraby, let me tell you my secrets.
I actually heard this the day it went down, and it was like hush hush, like nobody was talking about it.
It had to be the least hush hush of all time.
If Skraby found out, but I mean, listen, that speaks to AJ's creativity. He knows that, he can't spin the way that, he could a few years ago. And so he's got to find some creative ways to get teams to pay money on deals. And so what do? You hand off things that other organizations want. And in order to do that, you got to have things that other organizations want. And so giving off a couple prospects so they pay, whatever's remaining on O'Hearn and Laureano's deal is good business for the Padres.
Happy Hour brought to you by GL Pools, the swimming pool experts trusted by thousands of San Diegans since 2006. Baseball season is in full swing. So is swim season. Call GL Pools. Mention the word radio for a free month of pool service, traffic. And then I think we do a little late in the day, Chris versus the fans. You dial in, you play trivia. You could be on your way to Las Vegas. 833-288-0973. Next.
left with us.
Skraby is an incredibly aware human being.
One of a
I want
kind.
to point this out.
I'm actually pretty aware.
We
One
have
of a
two
kind.
TVs in the studio. One's been on NFL Network all day, which is fine. The other, apparently, Skraby just realized 3 hours and 20 minutes into the show has been on ESPNU rather than ESPN. So we've been watching college football stuff all day.
I was like, man, they're going hard in the paint on the college football right now.
Finally picked it up. Like, oh, we're on the wrong channel. That a boy.
Okay, Charles Barkley's on MLB Network right now. He looks like an 80-year-old grandma.
Charles, man, those
He looks
glasses,
like an
man.
Okay, that's the funniest look. Is there any
And
way
he
to
ain't even-
screenshot and put that on for people to see?
He's wearing his glasses like that on purpose so that he can look down on you and actually look outside the glasses.
He's
You
one
know
of
when
my
you got the glasses like hanging off your nose a little bit?
Yes.
It's a funny look. It really is. If you can screenshot it and put it up,
Coke bottle glasses.
it is a funny look.
Oh, you
for-
just
for
fixed them.
Charles. I am such a Charles fan. I can't even tell you, but that is a funny look. Charles.
He looks
Man,
like Larry
that's funny.
Johnson's grandmama.
It's an interesting look. If he didn't have his name under there that said Charles Barkley, I don't think I would know that's Charles Barkley.
And
That's how crazy that look is for
he
him.
keeps shaking his head in agreement, but his glasses keep falling off, so he has
They
to
don't
fix
fit.
it.
They don't fit.
Oh, man.
Let's do it. Scrape. Oh, we got to give the Michael King bobblehead doll away for the 30th time today. So let's just put it in with the
Oh, we're going to package it.
with the Christopher the fans.
All right.
I say.
If you had one shot, one opportunity to take down the human almanac himself,
Howdy do.
now is your time.
Listen to me, this guy is dangerous.
Now is your opportunity to win a prize.
Well, I hope you know what you're in for.
Chris versus the fans starts now on 97.3 The Fan.
All right. So we got some housekeeping real quick. You're going to be playing for two things in this Chris vs. the Fans. You'll be qualified for a grand prize, a 2-night stay at Resort Tour Las Vegas, plus VIP admission to IU Day Club and $175 food and beverage credit. Celebrate summer with a 2-night stay at Resorts World Las Vegas. Dine poolside at one of the 5 unique pool experiences in the 5.5-acre pool complex, the largest elevated pool deck on the Las Vegas Strip, and experience IU Day Club, a stunning oasis inspired by the idyllic islands of Southeast Asia, where the ultimate party concepts transform the weekend. This is Chris's favorite part, into a never-ending summer. Special summer rates available now at rwlasvegas.com, now offering no resort fees and complimentary parking. Plus, if you win, you will win the Michael King bobblehead, which is going to be given out on Wednesday, August 20th. It's limited to the first 40,000 fans in attendance. First pitch is set for 6:40. You can get in 90 minutes prior to that. For more information, please visit padres.com/giveaways. Do we still have the Michael King bobblehead around here?
No, it keeps getting taken. Every time we get it gets stolen.
Everybody
So-
blames me for stealing things around here, and it wasn't me this time.
And so you say.
It wasn't me this time.
Who's our first contestant, buddy?
Let's go to the phones, because that's where you get the contestants. Let's go to Justin and Encinitas.
What's up, Justin?
How we doing, guys?
Pretty
Doing
good.
well,
Pretty
sir.
good.
Here we go. First question.
I didn't read the rules.
Oh, you didn't. Of
You have
course.
to make it through 3 questions. Sorry,
Have you
Justin.
done this before?
There's a lot of housekeeping.
Well, you do need to read the rules today because we're playing at a different time. There might be a few new people.
So if you're listening, you've never heard this before, we usually play this 4 p.m. every weekday. You have to make it through 3 questions. Each question will get more difficult. If you get the question right, you move on. If you get it wrong and Chris gets it right, you're eliminated. But if Chris gets it wrong, then you move on to the next question or you win. If you're a first-time player, let us know before you get into it, and you will get that question for free today.
All right, without further
All right,
ado.
Justin, here he is.
Justin, first question of the day. Who is the starting QB for the #1 ranked Texas Longhorns?
That would be Arch Manning.
Nice job.
That would be correct. We move to question number 2.
#1 team in the nation, underdog in week 1.
That is
Those
wild.
make no sense.
Who is the only athlete to be named to 2 separate pro sport all-star games?
2 All-Star games in separate sports?
2 All-Star games in separate sports. I'm going to go with Bo Jackson.
Wow. That is a great guess, my friend, and it is a correct one.
Vincent.
I still, even though I was young, I still remember him basically running through a tackle, which ended his career football-wise.
I know. Against the Bengals, I remember it clear, man. The guy hit him
Most
right on the hip.
people wouldn't be strong enough to pull through.
I know. And that's what that
And
ended it.
he shouldn't
Too
have.
bad.
But yeah. All right, here we go.
And by the way, Bo was an excellent nickname because Vincent Jackson would not have been all that.
We had a Vincent Jackson.
Right, we did. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Here we go. Question number 3. Who is the current NFL Defensive Player of the Year?
Current.
Patrick Surtain?
I'm giving it to him. That was incredible.
Even though his dad is no longer playing, Pat Surtain II.
Yes.
That's a winner.
Is
man.
correct.
That is pretty good. And I know Justin is driving because I could hear his car.
That's a sweep.
Wow, Justin.
Nice
Stay
work, Justin.
right there.
That
You won
was,
the bobblehead, the qualification
You
Las
didn't
Vegas.
even need to get that one, Justin. I couldn't have guessed that now until next month.
It would not have mattered, huh?
No, but that's really well done. Nice job. Pat Surtain, I think he goes by. He came up to the Dolphins, his dad did, as Patrick Surtain, and then did a Tony Dorsett thing where he changed his name.
It's not my name.
It's not Tony Dorsett. It's Tony Dorsett.
They called him Tony Dorsett in college his whole career. He came out of college and said, it's Dorsett.
Oh man,
That's how
it's
that
like
happened.
I'm
it's
gonna
like
need y'all to fix that.
Tyrod Taylor, and it's actually
Or
Tyrod.
like Bajan and Bijan.
Yeah, but more famous maybe with Tony Dorsett. Very good.
They call him Dorsett. It's like
Dorsett,
Jake
yeah.
Cronenworth has never gone by Jake outside of the baseball field.
Well,
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
there are strange things out there. Here's a strange thing. We got a few extra minutes. I was looking this up, and this is, you guys know this is already my biggest complaint about baseball statistics and analytics and the whole thing. So, Tony, I'm going to give you some of these. These are the current WARs wins above replacement for the Padres. And I'm not going to give you, I'll give you the numbers too, but what I want to do is I want to give you the order. I want to see how well you can do. For instance, who leads the Padres in WAR right now for this season, do you think, Tony? If you had to say one guy that's been the best player all year, leads in WAR.
I'm going to say Toddy.
He does.
Yeah.
Now, could you make a good case for that? He's first, Manny's third.
Can I make a good case for why that is?
Yes.
Yes.
What is it?
It's Toddy's defense.
Okay. He made a great catch last night, by the way.
He makes a ton of great catches. And WAR is based off of all of it, offense and defense. And if you are a superb defender like Toddy is, making those plays, I think he's well up over a couple. He's one of the top in runs saved. And then you throw in the offensive side, which at times has left more to be desired from people. But overall, when you look at it, it's pretty strong.
He's up to
offensive year.
800 in OPS, by the way.
Yeah, I can make the case. I can see why he would be number one.
All right, I'll stretch and give you that one. But I would say that if you ask the man on the street who the best player this year has been, I think 99% would say Manny. But I'm a stretch and give you that one. All right, so Fernando's 1, Manny's 3. That leaves number 2. Number 2 is a pitcher. He's been the best pitcher all year. So I don't think there's any doubt. Pivetta. Okay. Let's move down the list on WAR rankings for the Padres. Number 4 is a reliever. I think you can make a pretty good case. This guy is as hard to hit as anyone they have. Number 4. Who do you think?
Mortejon.
Jason Adam is 4. And Mortejon is right behind him, tied for 6th. But I want to get to this in a second. Xander's 5th. Here is where the war in my mind goes crazy cattywampus. Motorhone is tied for 6th. Estrada's 1 point behind in 7th. Cronenworth 1 more behind in 8th. Jackson Merrill tied with 8th. Robert Suarez 11th. Michael King 12th. Now part of that's because of his injury.
Out there, right.
But I just want you to remember all those names I just said. Michael King, Robert Suarez, Jackson Merrill, Jake, Estrada, Motorhone. They all trail number 6 in WAR. And I like this guy, but Randy Vasquez. Now, I love what Randy's done. We all love what he's done. But you cannot tell me in any world that Randy Vasquez is better, more valuable to the Padres than any of the other ones I just named.
You're not buying it? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm not.
So are you saying that you're not a fan of the WAR statistic?
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, the WAR
crazy.
statistic is weird. I'd rather them break
weird.
it down in 2 separate sides, the offense and the defense WAR. The WAR you're looking at is everything all combined. And
well, all right, but if it's just pitching WAR, really? Vasquez is more valuable than Estrada? Suarez?
Am I right to assume that they're
not
looking at number of innings?
I don't know. You look it up. Tell me. Tell me.
See.
You tell me where they're coming up with that. Because I
Calculate
can't imagine
WAR
it.
Pitching.
Yeah, no, it
little
can
crazy.
be a little cattywampus, as you like to say.
All right. There we go. We got how much time? 2 minutes, Skrabe?
No, not 2 minutes.
Wait, we just keep rolling?
I told you until 5:40.
Yeah, he's just 5:40. Good.
Do you guys listen to anything I say?
No, in the same way you don't listen to what we're saying actually on the show sometimes.
What?
Tony doesn't listen to what you say. You guessed Derrick Henry. He guessed him right after you. He totally doesn't listen to you.
That's true. Formula for calculating WAR for pitching.
Oh, goodness. We only have 8 minutes left in the show. Are they going to make it?
Home runs plus walks plus hit by pitches plus strikeouts plus IFFB. What is that?
I don't know.
Intentionally walked out?
No, IFFB is not intentionally walked.
Did somebody tell Charles to take the glasses off?
He did.
They
take
must
them
have.
off.
He finally
They
got
were tired
them
of
off.
falling off his face.
It's Charles.
Now I got to look up IFFB.
Oh, this game's over, by the way.
Don't look it up.
Infield fly ball rate is what IFFB is. So
Anyway,
all of that divided by innings pitched.
Yeah, you're talking about the Brewers Skeens. The Brewers got 2 runs off Skeens, so that's probably enough. Yeah, 2-0 early.
Was 11 in a row right now?
This will be 11 if they hold
Book
on.
it.
Book it, says Tony Gwynn Jr. You know, I keep reminding you of the football season starting up. Some would say that's because Skraby is going to remind you about, is that Charles?
That's when it's when he raced the referee. Gosh, what was his
Dick
name?
Bavetta?
No, was it? Yeah, it was Dick Bavetta.
Dick Bavetta was 90 years old. Charles raced him.
He barely won, by the way.
NFL season Thursday, September 4th. I like to have fun with the opening matchups. Dallas, Philadelphia.
Chris sent us a picture of all of his helmets.
I did. I
facing
sent you
each
the photo.
other.
You can post it if you want. I wouldn't embarrass me. I got all my helmets facing each other. They're ready for the opening week matchup. I'm not thrilled with Dallas, Philadelphia as the opening opener. I know Philadelphia has to have it because Super Bowl, but I'm a little tired of Dallas being exalted to this level. Be nice if they actually won something.
I'm with that. I can agree with that.
By the way, Stephen A. Smith, did Jerry Jones ever pee in his Wheaties? Or because Stephen A. Smith just is gone overboard on his criticism of Jerry Jones, I think, and that's fine, but enough's enough.
I think.
What's the deal there?
I think he's trying to show I can be on both sides, because he was for a long time, even though he always dogged the Cowboys, he always spoke very highly of Jerry Jones. So now he can't be seen as, not calling him out when it's.
There isn't a day that goes by now that he doesn't.
It's been like a full week that he hasn't.
Jerry Jones for something. The second game is in Brazil. Chiefs, Chargers. Are the Chiefs going to have another season where they win like 11 games by 2 points and a missed field goal? I mean, they really had a lucky season last year. And then it's hard to say it because they end up beating everyone at the end and going to the Super Bowl. But How many games did they win when a guy missed a field goal or was a offside penalty or what was the Baltimore game? Remember the guy was 1 inch out of bounds at the back of the
it was the Raven or the Raiders. The Raiders and the Chiefs.
The Raiders game when the referee said everybody in the world saw that it was illegal motion, but we're not calling it. Chiefs win.
Chiefs bolts. Game over.
You know what's gonna be sad for you guys who hating on their wins is if they actually end up blowing out everybody.
Yeah,
this year.
that's right.
Hey, if they do that, then they did that.
They're gonna be better than they were last year. You watch.
Everybody keeps asking Andy Reid about the window being closed in Kansas City, and I'm like, that's a dumb question.
7 straight AFC Championship games for those counting. That's pretty impressive.
It is going to get harder.
In the day and age where you have supposed parity, 7 straight. Tampa Bay opens at Atlanta. My friend Ryan will be the only one interested in that game. Well, him and Adam Klug. Battle of Ohio opens Cincinnati at Cleveland.
This is for you.
Who is going to start for Cleveland? We say it'll be Joe Flacco opening day.
I think it's going to be Joe Flacco for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Dolphins draw Indy on opening day in Indianapolis. Richardson or Daniel Jones? Tony, what do you think there for the Colts?
I think they want it to be Richardson, but if he can't see the hot route like he did the other day and got blasted.
I mean, he was.
Oh man, did he get blasted?
But here's the thing with Anthony Richardson: when he was selected, it was always he's a project. He's a project. He needs time. He needs time. And now they're so willing to throw him under the bus.
I 100% agree with you, but we saw that coming from a mile away. I mean, these teams take a quarterback and they say it's a project. And then they throw him out there, and then he can't play in the first couple of years. They're like, all right, we got to get somebody new.
If he can figure it out, he has the tools.
He's got the tools for sure.
You'll probably discover them all on opening day against the Dolphins.
And then never do it again.
I was going to say
spinoramas and twists and jumps and
left-hand throws, all of it.
Yeah. We have a bunch of really lousy opening week games. I'd say Vegas at New England. I'd say Arizona at Nolans. I'd say Carolina at Jacksonville. There's some interest there, I guess, to see Travis Hunter, but
he's playing the Panthers.
Enjoy what you can. Here's a game that will get a lot of attention on opening day. Pittsburgh, Aaron Rodgers at the Jets.
Yeah,
that'll take up too much attention, frankly. Giants, Washington. I think Daniels is going to do it again this year, but there's no guarantee. Jaden Daniels.
I don't know, man. It's
hard to do. It's hard to do when they start really zeroing in on you.
Not only that, you got this Scary Terry is disgruntled right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's his guy.
Yeah.
And
Debo is old.
You hope so. Debo out there looking.
Debo,
he out there looking nice
might
right
be
now.
Refreshed. Getting off the coast. Speaking
Do they
of
play the 49ers this year?
Washington. The love.
Commander, sorry.
Don't have time for that. Look up afternoon games opening day. Tennessee at Denver. Yawn. 49ers at Seahawks. Skraby, you'll be into it. Pretty good one here. Detroit, Green Bay at Lambeau. Houston.
Commanders don't play the 49ers.
Okay. Houston's at the Rams. That's a pretty good game for opening day. Interconference. First Sunday night game is a doozy. Baltimore at Buffalo.
Ooh.
And then the first Monday night game, not incredible, but Kevin O'Connell leads the Vikings into Chicago.
What was that?
Chicago.
Oh my gosh, you did it again. Are we gonna have a swearing incident twice in a week?
Chicago. Whew. You didn't play the clip today.
I'm disappointed in you.
Yeah, what happened there?
That's terrible.
Thought we'd hear it at least 12 times again today.
Don't worry, I'm in process of a commercial break video.
Sam Levitt, Padre pregame. Will we be tied for first place when we talk tomorrow? We can actually be in first place because there's 2 games between now and our next show.
That's true.
See you tomorrow.